Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you.
Yeah, so this video
Here's what it is.
What does that
definitely
even
edited,
mean?
but
Nothing,
he
Gabby.
definitely said what he said.
You want to be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Transparent and defend myself because this isn't right. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty.
Pro Football Hall of
Hey, yeah, when he said that, when he did that right there, he reminded me of Big U. Before Big U got brought down by the feds, he wanted to like, appeal to the public, people who his supporters or potential supporters. Hey, yeah, your supporters cannot help you out in a civil suit or criminal case. They're gonna be on the sideline watching. So when I see Big U, Shannon Sharpe get ahead of, the story, they just trying to, it's an ego move. They're just trying to save face. They're not trying to win the lawsuit or the criminal case is just to get ahead of the story to save face. They want to save their image. But yeah, that was kind of embarrassing for them to do that.
Famer and media person.
It's a shakedown. That's not up for you to decide that. Every offender, suspect thinks that, the detectives planted drugs on them, or family members setting them up, or they didn't do it. That's how every offender or suspect feels. Like, hey man, I'm being targeted. No, even if you are being targeted, that's not for you to say. That's for like your lawyer to come on your behalf to say, hey, this is a shakedown. The suspect can't speak like that. That's crazy. All right. So what did Stephen A say?
Let's listen to Stephen A.
Well,
Peace, V-Note.
it's a sad situation. Shannon Sharpe is somebody I work with a couple of days a week. Shannon Sharpe is somebody that I brought to ESPN. Works on First Take, which airs on ESPN every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. He's been with me every Monday and Tuesday. We've been number one for 13 years and counting. But since Shannon has arrived, obviously he's helped the show immensely. And I can't thank him enough for it. We've grown close as friends. I'd like to believe that. I certainly root for him. I know he's been through a lot in life. He's overcome a lot of things. And when he departed from Fox, I was more than happy to bring him on board here.
Okay.
So all I can speak about is what I know based on the reports. And I can speak about ESPN and Disney.
Okay. What's your opinion, though?
To be clear, even though this podcast, this YouTube show is owned and operated by me solely,
Yep.
it doesn't mean that I'm going to be dismissive of ESPN, who employs me in my daytime job on First Take.
Okay.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What? What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, he's just you know what? I don't know what happened, but all I'm saying is that the dude has displayed in the public view aggression. You know, you could see him in the Memphis Grizzlies game trying to fight. I don't know who he's trying to fight, LeBron or somebody, but many times this guy's been restrained from fighting, or he's been saying, tough stuff on the internet. Mike Epps. So he painted this background of a bad boy, tough guy, aggressive guy. So now he's on a phone call telling a white woman he's going to choke her. She said, I don't want to be choked. He said, yes, you do. Because she's saying that you're trying to manipulate me. Now, look, these are two consenting adults. I don't care for the age gap at all. I won't speak to that. But if you are 56 and you are dating a 19-year-old, I don't care if you're the woman 56 or the man 56, and you are, in a sense, manipulating the 19-year-old, even though it's legal, because you have you got more world experience, like more life experience. So, and and most likely you will have a daughter or son that age, so you know what to say. Now, I'm not, again, the sexual part, that's consensual. I'm not speaking about that. I'm speaking like after the fact, after the allegations around old boy trying to trying to speak her out of the lawsuit. Again, I don't know what happened, but he's been played the whole time. She's playing him out, setting him up, recording. You dig? Recording this guy acting a fool, and she got him. And he probably never touched her, like in a physical, or he probably never forced his will on her. But she got you saying certain things on the record, you dummy. And again, you have publicly displayed this aggression. Then you saying, I'm gonna choke you if you call me manipulative again. When she's saying you're manipulating me, the right response, listen, if she's not manipulating you, oh wait, I said it backwards. If you're not manipulating her and she says, you're manipulating me, the response is, don't say that word, I'll choke you. The response is, I'm not manipulating you. You are manipulating me. You take that, you want to throw that charge back the other way. But again, man, listen, he ain't on trial, ain't gonna judge him. But some of these guys who have this big sexual appetite, like Shannon, Kanye West, Diddy, the Epstein's, listen, it usually come back to bite them. This big appetite for sex. Appetite is, a an expression. It comes back to eat you. You did, because they can't control it. It gets too wild. You're famous. You got money. You never get no's. It's only yeses. And a lot of times that make these guys go crazy. I'm not saying you're guilty. I'm just saying what it is. A normal guy like me, I'm gonna get yes and no's. Big when I want to look into the dating scene, I'm gonna get yes and no's. I never know. It's 50-50. Sometimes 60-40, sometimes 40-60, and sometimes even worse or more favorable. But the yes and no, the uncertainty is what keeps people grounded. But when you get the yeses all the time, hey man, it can create these folks. So anyway, let's keep going with Stephen A.
So I sit here before you today letting you know that they are aware that this is a subject that I was going to broach.
What essentially he's saying is that he cannot be as truthful as what he wants to be because his other job employs him and Shannon at the same time. Let's proceed.
Yeah, I don't like the mediocre takeout view on this. I think they take the red pill side too much. You dig? I think the blue pill side take the blue pill side too much. The red pill side take the red pill too much. Listen, what do you want Stephen A. Smith to say? You put him in a position, my boy. You're looking like a predator, and not just the age thing. Again, the age difference, they're legal consenting adults, but you got to consider the age thing because what he's been alleged to doing. So the age thing makes you wonder, is he preying on folks that he think are easily manipulated or can be easily manipulated, I should say. So based on the allegations, you got to consider the age. And I'm not saying in the courts. I'm not saying in courts that probably won't matter. Maybe depends how the lawyer argues. But I'm saying for us, the public watching this. He's on public trial as well. And again, you got a lot of people who was upset at the age difference, not me. Because as long as it's illegal, long it's legal, it's not a problem. Okay. It's only when it's illegal. So you got people out there saying it's creepy. That's just your opinion, man. Like, look, I don't care for people's opinion because most people speak opinions because they wish to be in that position and they're not. So whether it be a man saying it's creepy, that man probably wish like hell he can date 30 years down. And if it's a woman saying it's creepy, she wish like hell somebody would even look at her. So, I'm not caught up into people's personal opinions because a lot of it just based on hate. If a 60-year-old man is looking at 20-year-olds and 20-year-olds looking at 60-year-olds, it's even Steven. All right, it takes two. All right. Now she says he's straight, you know, she wasn't checking for him at all and he snatched her up. That's a different story. But obviously, you ask people the age range, even dating apps, they ask your age range. I'm 47, so I'm not really going below 30s. That's just me personally. And I think in most of my dating apps, I don't think I go past like 35 or 33. But that's just me. That's just my preference. If I wanted to, I could go 20 or 18, anything legal if I wanted to, because you have to be 18 years or older to get on a dating app. So they ask all of us our age range. So if I wanted to, I could go to 18. But for me, I don't go below 35, 33 for different reasons, more than just beauty. It's conversation, it's real life experiences. I don't want to start all over. Dude, somebody who's never done anything. Hey, you ever heard of this? No. You ever done this? No. So what I mean, that's just me. Okay. Also, vice versa. For the 18-year-old adults, 19-year-old adults, and 20-year-old adults on that same dating app, they too have an age range. They can go 18 to 22, 18 to 30, 18 to 40, or 18 to 60. It's there because it's legal, right? If it was creepy, like you said, then why are all dating apps creepy? Because they allow that 18-year-old to go as far as 60, maybe older, and they allow that 60-year-old to go all the way down to 18 for a potential mate. There's no restriction. So, or are all dating apps creepy? Yes. Okay. Exactly. So yeah. So they don't make that argument on the internet. So the creepy part, miss me. Let's just deal with the allegation. And if you want to tie the age in there as leverage to manipulate, I can entertain that. But what do you want Stephen A. Smith to do? So I hate the red pill approach. Oh, the brotherhood, the brotherhood. No, ain't no brotherhood. You dig? If I got a friend and he's out there wilding out, I'm gonna check him. But let's say if he wilding out behind my back and I get blindsided. One second, me and my son. He just woke up. All right. This is wild. Hey, you just wake up? Okay, come. Let's go downstairs. Come. You sleep good? Okay. And now you wake up? Mhm. Okay. You still sleepy? Okay. Yeah, he's sleepy too. Yeah. Let me bring you over here. Okay, come sit over here. Yeah, so as I was saying,
because I owe them that courtesy. With that being said, it's important to point out a couple of things. Number one, I was not there. I can provide no eyewitness account. And even though I got love and respect for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him, I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt from a knowledgeable place because I have nothing to do with this. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I don't even know this person. I know what the reports say. I know the reports, the things that have been reported on a multitude of outlets, from the AP to the New York Post to Forbes to TMZ and then everything in between. I mean, I can't even count the number of publications that have talked about it or written about it, networks, etc. It's all over the internet. It's everywhere. And I know that. I'm fully aware of that. This is not a criminal case. So there is no concern about him going to jail. This is a civil case.
All right. So I'm finishing my point. I'm gonna read the I'm gonna show the comments in a second and read them. But again, if I got a friend with a large appetite, sexual appetite, behind my back, well, I know it, but behind my back, he's doing some crazy stuff, right? And when it comes to the light, like it came to the light with Shannon, and those allegations are the way they are, right? I'm like, yo, what's up? Well, what happened? And I'm hearing now, keep in mind, I'm learning this the same time you guys are learning it. So this is my boy. You guys don't know him, but I'm learning about him, his actions the same way you are through the internet for the first time. I'm gonna feel like played, like what the, and where I help it, I can't help. Like, dude, what? I'm finding out the same time the world is finding out, or at least the country. I say, dude, what can I say in your defense? I don't know anything. You didn't hit me, or you didn't put me on anything in advance to, like, to prepare to try to save face for you. So Stephen A. Smith and other people who even Ocho Cinco, like, what can he really say in Shannon Sharpe's defense? They got the audio. It sounds crazy. Okay, it sounds crazy. And some of it does sound edited, but it don't sound edited like it sound like it's edited out of context. No, no, I'm sorry. It sounds edited like there was more, right? And but it doesn't sound edited like it was put together and it's not what it is. Okay. So looking bad for the boy.
Which means that he could either be found liable or not liable. The accuser in question is seeking $50 million. That was confirmed by Shannon Sharpe on that video today. According to the reports, it's somebody that he met in 2023, who was 19 years old at that particular moment in time. According to some audio that was put out earlier today by attorney Busby, you hear the accuser, the female, talking to somebody who is alleged to be Shannon Sharpe. We don't know whether that's true or not. And the person in question, again, we don't know whether it's Shannon or not, the words choke, as in I will choke the hell out of you if I saw you.
Okay.
And so because of that, knowing that audio was probably going to come out along with additional tapes, whether they be video or audio is unclear at this particular moment in time, Shannon Sharpe felt compelled to come out in his own defense. How are we to interpret that? Let me be very, very clear about where I'm coming from.
Okay. Thank you.
His response. On one hand,
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Okay, so now watch this. Stop. Go.
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and
Now you don't want to. You don't want to be caught on audio seeing things like that, and then you release an audio yourself talking about this is a shakedown. You sound like Big U, my boy. You sound, and you don't want to do that after Big U. Listen, Big U messed it up for like videos to save face, save face. Bro, you sound there. Let your lawyer say that. This is a shakedown. How do you know? Like you are involved. You have a dog in the fight. And you know what's crazy? You can't call it a shakedown because the girl is like 19. Like she like what? What ex now here's what's killing me. What experience? How much experience could she have been exposed to, right? To be able to shake somebody down and now I know y'all think, God, these little girl. No, man. Like they could hear things from people. What, she been shaking people down since 16? Like how many I don't see her being experienced enough to shake people down, you know, or to shake a Shannon Sharpe down, somebody to that magnitude. Like, no, man. Like normally it'd be like be a 30-year-old, 20, you know what I mean? Somebody a little older with more experience, understand the game and know how to get money from suckers like Shannon. But to say a 19-year-old, basically when you say shakedown, you're pretty much saying a 19-year-old girl outsmarted me. Like I just can't see that. I just can't see. Now they could set you up, you know, get robbed or stuff like that, because that's just brutal, right? That's just senseless. But to set you up for a $50 million lawsuit, that just means she's a better chess player. She just outsmarted you. Yeah, garbage. She just outsmarted you. You know, it's almost like he gave her the power to shake him down, allegedly, quote unquote, shake him down. It's not something that she was equipped to do from the beginning. I, I don't see that. Not 19 years old.
this is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself.
This dude is 60 years old talking about a 19-year-old girl shook him down, like played him. I'm gonna tell you what most likely happened. They were being intimate. He fell in love with the Coco. He fell in love with the Coco, and then he started to possibly role play, like like he's her boyfriend or whatever. But he fell in love with the Coco, and that's what happened. He made himself vulnerable to her. He probably appealed to her every need. She wanted Birkin, she got Birkin. Jimmy Choo, she got that. She started getting stuff. And then she started to behave, right? More to his liking. Let him be dominant and controlling. Let him be daddy. Come over here. Come over to Unc. That's what most likely happened. He made himself vulnerable after having great experiences with her sexually, and she started to behave more to his appealing, and he became more and more vulnerable, more and more susceptible. And she probably mentioned people got friends. She probably said, "Yo, I'm over here." She probably had him on speakerphone with her friends to hear. Like, look, probably the older thoughts. Like hey, that's Shay Shay. That's Unc. Oh, girl, if you don't go get that bag, what do you say? He said he's being aggressive. Oh, girl, you got him. Just keep playing to that narrative. Just have him do role play and have him say certain things. And this guy talking about, I hate that word manipulative. Damn, you hate it that much? This is just a word. I'm gonna choke you, but I don't want to be choked. Yes, you do. And you know what? You know what? I'm gonna be honest, chat. He could have probably choked her in a consensual way, right? Being intimate. Get away from him. Go sit down. Okay, put it up. Yeah, up. Good job. Good job.
Because this isn't right. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty.
Pro Football Hall of Famer and media personality Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $50 million.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z.
Oh, here's the other
Sharpe
thing.
claims the plaintiff's attorney
And then he gave
Tony
you a whole
Busby will be
conspiracy theory.
releasing a portion of a sex
Like,
tape
dude.
designed to make him look guilty.
That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out.
The plaintiff, under the alias Jane Doe, accused Sharpe of sexually assaulting her twice, threatening to kill her during one incident, and recording sexual encounters without her consent.
That's my fault,
This is a
family.
shakedown.
I can't stop it.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty.
Pro Football Hall
Shannon,
of
you might not
Famer
have
and
a
media
career.
personality Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $50 million.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z.
Sharpe
Who's targeted Jay-Z? Here go the conspiracy theory. He targeted Jay-Z, so that means you can't trust him.
claims the plaintiff's attorney Tony Busby will be releasing a portion of a sex tape designed to make him look guilty.
That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out.
The plaintiff
You sound like DJ Focus. It's like, no, dude. You can take excerpts. You don't got to play the whole video. Okay? You just play the part that makes you look guilty, the things you actually said. I don't got to play the whole video. That's why YouTube even give you clips. You could play excerpts or something and stop. You don't got to play the whole thing.
plaintiff, under the alias Jane Doe, accused Sharpe
All right.
of sexually assaulting her twice, threatening to kill her during one incident, and recording sexual encounters without her consent.
All right. So that part is going to be tough. Recording, it just looks bad.
Tony Busby has sued Jay-Z. He did sue Diddy. He did accuse them,
Okay.
or represented the woman who was accusing them of assault, of sexual assault, and said that she was 13 years of age at the time when talking about Jay-Z and Diddy, and Jay-Z went ballistic and emphatically denied it, wouldn't let it go. The case was dropped, and now he's suing Busby, mentioning words like extortion and other things.
And I'm going to be honest, too. After knowing Diddy that accused,
Brought
No.
up Mr. Busby in that video that we aired and talked about him being extorted. He brought up Mr. Busby and Mr. Busby's past.
okay,
Yeah, but that's not for Shannon to do. That's for Shannon's lawyer to do. Like, like how the hell you're being charged with something, or you're being accused of something? How? Yeah, of course I can shoot down the accuser. and her legal team, but that don't mean, I'm supposed to do that if I'm trying to save face and look good.
And he talked about him, going against African American men.
See, that's not good. Yeah, so he's going after me, and all he does go after. Now all of a sudden, Shannon Sharpe is Black Lives Matter now.
There's two thoughts there. On one hand, there's the Jay-Z, who obviously should be presumed innocent, not just because you should be presumed innocent until found guilty, but because of the manner in which he fought on his own behalf and has been very aggressive in going after Tony Busby. In the case of P. Diddy, you don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
Again, the case against Jay-Z was a civil suit. Diddy was a civil suit.
Okay.
But in Diddy, you don't know what to believe because of all the allegations he's facing. But we can't forget that Tony Busby was also the person that represented at least 24 of the 27 women that accused Deshaun Watson.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So he didn't lose all, you know what I mean? So the way Shannon Sharpe positioned it, like this dude's like a fraud lawyer. Like when he represent women, they just catch L's. Like all of the women that he represent, it'd be frivolous cases that get shot down. But he was like, nah, he represented the women, most of the women who accused Deshaun Watson of having a huge sexual appetite, and that one was successful. It wasn't seen as frivolous in the public. Stop. It wasn't seen as frivolous in the public eye.
Of sexual misconduct along with other allegations. And at least 23 of those cases were settled.
Right?
So we have an obligation to mention that. So on one hand, going on the offensive to defend himself, I completely understand where Shannon Sharpe is coming from. On the other hand, when his legal team issued out the press release on X yesterday, and they spoke about, they mentioned her name, and they revealed some of those explicit text messages, that was uncomfortable. And I don't know if that's a strategy that would work.
All right, Stephen A. Now you acting like Shannon. You gotta stop. Just go.
One of the hardest things in the world for all of us to do is to just lay low and be quiet. And let our legal team do it. And we don't always know whether or not that's the right thing to do. I know, and I can tell you all that I spoke to Shannon.
Okay.
Not in details, but I spoke to him, and he emphatically proclaims his innocence.
Okay.
According to Mr. Busby, his client emphatically proclaims his guilt.
Uh-oh. Trouble.
Here's
Move,
my
move,
summary of what's going on,
move,
and
don't-
at least what he
Move.
warrants, because you have someone that is
Stop
a
it.
friend of Shannon that is unwilling to being heard. I understand there's a degree type of pressure, but it's
I am the executive producer of First Take on ESPN. I recruited Shannon. I went and got him and brought him to ESPN. But I'm not the boss.
Hey.
Those are other folks.
You
There
finished
are
your cereal?
layers to this, and there are certain layers even I am not on. I can tell you,
Get down.
I also spoke
Go.
as co-chairman of Disney, the boss,
Go.
Jimmy Pitaro,
Go lay down.
who made it
Go.
very, very clear
Go.
okay.
No, go.
we
lay
are
down.
taking this matter
Go lay
very
down.
seriously.
Stop.
And we
Go
are
lay down. Go lay
looking
down.
into this very, very closely. And once we gather as many facts as we possibly can, we will go from there. And that is all he said. And I can mention his name because I received his permission to say that. I don't know what that means. In my perfect world, this equates to Jay-Z,
Okay.
where the case ultimately dropped and Shannon is allowed to continue on First Take and continue to thrive and shine. And not just that, and have an illustrious career in the podcast stratosphere, doing Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco, doing Club Shay Shay, and ultimately gets this $100 million deal that he was all over the news about.
That's another thing. The timing was horrible for Shannon Sharpe. He was supposed to get this, which would make it. That's why, like for y'all conspiracy theorists, wouldn't you think if she was going to set him up, wouldn't you think, never mind. Both scenarios can work. So never mind. Let me just go.
To sign just a couple of days before this report came out. In my perfect world, he moves on. And somehow, some way, we find this all to be false.
And this is not an indictment on guilt of Shannon Sharpe, but when he made that video about the shakedown, he looked this so zesty. It's like, yo, what's up with men that don't want to look like men? Dude looked this so zesty. Oh my God. You can see right there in the screenshot. That's him. Look at him versus Umar. Like, dude, what are we doing, man? As men, what are we doing? We want to look so zesty.
But it doesn't seem like that's the way things are about to go down, considering who Mr. Busby is and how emphatic his client is proclaiming that she is right and she's telling the truth. I don't know where this is going to go.
I could say where it's not going. It ain't going quiet. It ain't going away. We don't know where it's going, but I could tell you where it's not going. It's not going away.
I can't speak to anything else. I don't know who Shannon Sharpe's legal team is, and
I think to ask for $50 million was stupid. That's what I think. It's like, hey, like because you're not pressing criminal charges, right? You're going into the civil suit. So get the money. Like, why would you say why would you want half of his contract coming up? Like, that's not even realistic. Like, nobody, it doesn't matter what he did if it's actually true. Nobody's going to give you half of that goddamn contract. They'll just go to jail or, you know what I mean, just be sued. But
what they're suggesting, I imagine that everything that has transpired has been at the behest of his lawyers, not just himself. I can tell you again that when I spoke to him, he is emphatic in stating his innocence. That this is a shakedown.
But it ain't looking good.
To use his words. How wise?
Yeah, it's not wise at all.
Is it to use those kind of words
Dumb.
when a civil matter of this nature is out there? When you have a podcast and you have advertisers and sponsors and you work for ESPN and they have advertising sponsors, I don't know.
It wasn't wise because you're dismissing the seriousness of the allegations. In my opinion, just let your lawyers talk and just say, hey, man, it's not true. I'm innocent. You know, just the simple stuff. But to go the big U route, oh, it's a conspiracy. Whack 100, 600. They all, what's up with these hundreds? Whack 100. 600. Anyway, it's a shakedown. They out to get me. It's like, dude.
What can we say if any of us were in that position and we felt or were proclaiming we were innocent? I don't know.
We want our
and I'm
friends
not about to
defend us.
pretend I just wanted to make sure that I echo to all of you that the only reason I spoke on this issue is because he works with me 2 days a week. He's on national television. He was on national television with me today. He was on national television with me yesterday when the story came out Sunday night. I didn't know anything about it until we got on the air.
Guys, damn it! Don't run from me. Do not fucking run from me. Order it, and it comes. You already knew the type of nigga I am before you got here. You don't play. Do it again. Relax them legs and submit the fuck to me. Yeah! Guys, damn it! Don't run from me. Do not fucking run from me. Order it, and it comes. You already knew the type of nigga I am before you got here. You don't play. Do it again. Relax them legs and submit the fuck to me. Yeah! Guys, damn it! Don't run from me. Do not fucking run from me. Order it, and it comes. You already knew the type of nigga I am before you got here. You don't play. Do it again. Relax them legs and submit the fuck to me. Yeah!
Yeah, the internet is crazy, yo. The internet is crazy. All right. Let me come over here. And I know some of y'all are gonna probably disagree with me. All right, so let's start from the tippy top. All right, so MC Fact said a fact. He said, hit that like button for show. I heard a recording of where she wanted to be treated like a hoe. Yeah. So they did role play. Okay, so they did role play. I forgot to mention that. So they did do role play. So Shannon Sharpe text exposed they did role play. So she not just like a hoe, but she wanted to be dominated, right? Okay. But here's the problem though. So it's fact they did role play. Here's the problem though. They got a recording where she accused them of SA, okay? SEX assault, right to his face on the phone. And all he said was, I'll call you back. He didn't say, okay, I'm sorry. She said this. I'm gonna find that. She said, hey man, like I said, don't put it in the back door. Now she's talking to him on the phone. She said, hey, I told you don't put it in the back door, and you shoved it back there anyway, against my will. You know, that was wrong. You were wrong for that. And his response, MC Fact, was, I'll call you back. That's looking bad. That sounds like force. Yeah. Lord, peace, man. Claude, Donnie. And, okay, in the tailpipe. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, I mean, the dude, now I'm not saying you're guilty because he's potentially LGBTQA, plus, but I'm like 100% convinced that the dude is bi. But again, that what does that mean? He ain't on trial. I ain't trying to judge the guy. That's your lifestyle. I ain't trying to. Whatever you are, that's what you are. Dig? I ain't about to be like a Hebrews, like thou shalt not. Nah, whatever you into, whatever. Just don't become a tether or a coon. All right. When you have money, you're a target. You got to be careful who you mess around with. MC Fact, that's a fact. But when you have money, you start to target. See, you become a target, and you also target. Okay, you are somebody's preying on you, and when you have money, you're preying on other people as well. It's a dog eat dog world. All right, when you're preying on folks because of your money, and folks are preying on you because of your money. There's so much doors. There's so many doors that wouldn't have been open without you having that money and influence and power. There's so many sexual opportunities that would not be there without that money. So you are preying on people, and people are preying on you. So it's a two-way street. And go. And you can't prey on somebody somebody can't prey on you if you're not willing. All right. So the only way somebody can prey on you is like some old like robbery, fraud. That's when you're not a willing participant. But as long as you are, that's when you're a complete victim. Over here. Come here. And that's when you go lay down. Lay down. Okay. Stay. That's when you're a complete victim. But if you are participating in on a yeah, go. If you are go. If you are participating in a real estate endeavor, like that DJ, right? That DJ and Caesar, dude, like you're no longer the victim. Like you participated. Okay. Can't give you a pass. So in these controversial sexual ordeals, it takes two. It's just that simple. You're targeting, you're praying, they are targeting, they're praying. You felt like, hey, this is a broke only OnlyFans model. I am who I am with my influence and money. This is easy. Go in there and get out like a bank robbery. I'm gonna give her a certain amount of financial backing, which is nowhere near what I would have to give somebody who's like a Ruby Rose type woman. So it's like a discount. Yeah, man, I'm getting over. But meanwhile, they feel like you are getting over, and they can't wait to get you back. So just because somebody is with you while you take advantage of them, it doesn't mean that they're not waiting to get you back. That whole time they're plotting to get you back. It's almost like your boss. Your boss is overworking you. You dig, and you're smiling. You dig. He's and don't want to pay you more. All that type of stuff. Y'all all experience that. Some of y'all. But the whole time, you can't wait to bounce on them. You can't wait till a better opportunity come. You ain't gonna let them know. No 2 week notice. You're out, and you're gonna leave them on the biggest truckload. That truck coming that Friday with this big load. You're like, y'all, and yeah, I'm gonna get them good. You bounce and you make sure you're not available that Friday. So when that truckload come through, he like, yo, where is Donnie? Where's MC Fact? Damn, man. Now he's set back 10, 12 hours. You got him. You got him back. All right. Now I wouldn't advise that because they'll get you back with that. Don't try to, what I mean, this is where they get you back. Because when you're claiming unemployment, they do ask you, did your firing lose them money? Okay. Did it cost your job money? So be careful. Anyway, let's keep reading. So Donnie said he was supposed to make her sign that contract. Yeah, right away, that non-disclosure. Uh, no doubt Tatiana Hernandez is trying to get her bag. She's no victim at all. I never subscribed to that jive ass believe all women. This is like what they did to Cubic Deshaun Watson. See, MC Fact is you're taking the wrong angle. These guys are participating. They're targeting folks because they're fame and influence, and folks are targeting them because of that same fame and influence. It's not as one way. This is not one way. Nobody's a victim. Everybody's a predator. So keep that in mind. There are no victims. They're just predators. And when you have predators preying on each other, they're just winners. At that point, it's just winners and losers. Okay, so he was winning for a period of time, he thought, and now she's winning. Okay. And in my opinion, she won. 50 mil is crazy. 14 watching. Hit the like button is great. Yeah, y'all could do that for me. What Pac say? She could be 15 getting a ninja for everything. Yeah, that non-disclosure should have been the first thing he did because of who he is. It's like, hey, this is consensual, but because of who I am, I need this protection. Sign it right here. That non-disclosure, man. But that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Like she knew the clown. Listen, they both knew their vulnerabilities. Keep in mind, they're both predators preying on each other. The poor prey on the rich prey on the poor. Is that is that too much to fathom? The poor prey on the rich prey on the poor. All right. Leading with his little head. There's another recording of her being consensual. Yeah, he's done. Mystery fact. You can put the links. You can put the links in the chat. If you know these recordings. I don't know them either. I heard them, and I didn't think to save them. So if you don't have them, neither do I. You did because we just watch them. We don't think to save them. But if you have the links that you're referring to, just put them in the chat, and I will click them, and we could play it. Busby is basically an ambulance chaser. Rich brothers need to stop messing around with penny thoughts. Yeah, well, there's some truth to that. Yeah, but some rich brothers. MC Fact, my boy. Listen, you could be a rich brother mess with a broke thought. You just gotta know what's out there. If I'm a rich brother, I'm not touching anything white, and it's not that I'm anti interracial relationships. It ain't that. I'm not touching anything white because I'm a rich brother, and I know it never goes well. I know being a rich black man and dating a white woman never goes well. Like that doesn't go hand in hand. Now, if you're an average income black guy, it may be work for you. If you're a broke black guy, it may work for you, right? You got PA. PA is like interracial relationship heaven. You dig? You got some cities in America that are just purely interracial relationships, and we don't have these cases. So it actually works in many cases, but for some reason, when you're a celebrity and rich, it normally doesn't go your way, especially when there's a breakup. Um, the average dude don't even fool with these modern day heifers like that anymore because of Me Too. Yeah, man. And this is why people get mad and they say, "Hey, why the same men date the same women? You know, this woman right here, she dated like let's say Ruby Rose. I hate to pick on her. But Ruby Rose dated this guy, and now she's dating this guy. Okay, now we're finding out why that happens because she knows the game and she'll never do what that white thought did. This is why the men date the same women because they are on code. They know what it is. They know what it is. So she kept her mouth shut over here with this guy. They broke up, and guess what? Now she's trusted, right? I could date her and see how that goes, and I know at the very least she's gonna keep her mouth shut. She ain't gonna do what the OnlyFans thought just did. Okay, so like I said, she's no victim. Yeah, there are no victims. Good response. He probably felt the play. Nah, he ain't feel the play. He got played. He didn't know it until it was over, right? Until she said, "Hey, I need some money. You SA'd me." That's when he realized, and that order, he said, "Okay, it is what it is." Like, look how defeated he sounds. This this is when he knew it was over. Right here. This is when he knew it was over.
And you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like, and you're just gonna hang up and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. It is what it is.
It is what it is. This is when he finally realized he's been played. Okay. It's when she starts saying things like, "Hey, you're trying to manipulate me. Hey, you forced backdoored me. I said no, and you shoved it down anyway."
what does that even mean?
Look at her. What does that even mean? Like, and here's a rule. If you're gonna be 60 dating 20-year-olds, you would think that you'll just smash and pass. You just smash. The only conversations that you have with her is how long, right? Or I'm on my way, right? You'll think the only text message that you would have with somebody 20 years old, because there should be no conversation. How can you converse with somebody 20? Like what are they actually talking about? College and, hey, have you heard NBA YoungBoy new song? Like what is the conversation like? You dig? She doing TikTok dances, looking all crazy with her tongue out. You dig? Like that shit look wild. So you would think if it's just sexual, it should just be how long or I'm on my way. That's what the text messages should have been, or even like the audio. Hello, Unc. Hello, Shay Shay. How you doing, ma'am? How long? Or I'm on my way. Click. That's it. So any recording that lawyer plays is just how long? I'm on my way. What conversation are you actually having with that person so young? It's like nothing to talk about. So he's on the phone cupcaking with her. He's trying to pretend. Oh, what about you guys talking about audios? What about the discussion with the mall? See, I got some stuff saved. I forgot what I did with it. But what about the mall discussion? When he was like, nah, I don't want to be seen with you in the mall because, big black guy, small white girl. It's like, no, dude, you didn't want to be seen with her in the mall because you feel ashamed to be seen 60 years old with a 20-year-old. See, that's the time you want to be seen. Like you want this to be out in case something like this happens. But where you could be like, hey, I'm not a creep because I clearly didn't mind being out and open with her. The fact that he made it an issue, the fact that he's seen it as an issue to be seen in public where because of the age difference and him being a big black man and her being a white woman, the fact that he acknowledged that, it all fuels the creep opinions from or the creep expressions from opinions of miserable people. All right.
Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Yeah, look how he's talking to her. Nothing. Like he's talking to her like they're equals. Like that's his girlfriend. What does that even mean? Nothing, Gabby.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
You want to be a dick to me now. So listen. If you're gonna do the OnlyFans way, that's your prerogative, but just keep it. I'm on my way. How long? Get over there. All you say is, hey, how you doing? Okay, what's up? All right, you ready? And bang, bang, bang. All right, look, I'm gonna hit you next Monday. Peace. So that's it. This guy, you trying to be a dick to me. All this comes off to me that he was fooling himself or trying to fool her before the allegations as though she is his girlfriend. And guys who's been, you know, getting women most of their life, like myself, guys know that we always hinted to women like, like, hey, like we made them feel special. Like, hey, especially when we were young. We were young, like the early 20s, late teens. Like we made the girls feel like they were special, like the only one type shit. So it feels like to me that's what he was doing to her. He was trying to act like she's exclusive, like he chose her. And this is why emboldened to, she felt empowered to do what she's doing. Like he gave her too much power. He gave her too much confidence.
Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you.
Damn.
Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Okay, now that's her playing this fool. Well, I don't want to be choked. That's her that she's being very manipulative right now, in my opinion. And this hornball fell for it.
Yes, you do.
All right. That right there, Silgy, bro. That right there is Silgy. All right, so yes, you do. So she wants to be choked. Okay. All right, let's go up. uh, let me finish reading. Okay. Like that other ball player, Cam Newton. Yeah, he wild. But yeah, but Cam Newton, he got hella kids, which is crazy. Nick Young, no, not Nick Young. Nick Cannon got hella kids, but they have better game, you dig, than this desperate dude, Shannon. I don't put anything past these modern day Jezebels. They're always scheming and plotting to finesse dudes out. Yeah, you gotta know what time it is, Lord Maul. You have to know what you gotta know it's 2025. Um, Sharp's next worth is estimated to be 14 million. Yeah, well, you kiss that shit goodbye. Like I said, she's no victim. Good response. We read that. He probably felt the play. Your boy American Dream got a debate versus Kyle. Well, American Dream's gonna lose. He's a horrible debater. He doesn't listen. He says things he doesn't know about. He gonna tell me. Now I'll get into that later. But y'all seen what I did to him twice. So I got Kyle easily. American Zestmeister. He's going to be all in the red MCF. It's like Tiger Woods marrying some penniless Manny. Yeah, yeah. And again, if you're gonna marry a penniless nanny, if you're gonna date an OnlyFans thought, well, first of all, don't marry him. Like, be like Mayweather. You dig? Be like Mayweather. And I'm not saying he's the picture model, but I'm saying at least be like, or be like my man. What's the Playboy guy that died? Be like that. Like, just keep it like that. Like, be like 50 Cent, I guess. I don't know. Be like somebody who don't get caught up in none of this crazy stuff, man. You gotta be smart. Oh yeah, another thing he was doing, according to the audio. Excuse me. She wanted to protect the She made this clear on the audio, or in the text. It's either one's audio text. She said, yeah, and this is all when she charged him with putting it in her back door. She said, yeah, I want you to wear a condom, and you want to wear no condom. So he had sex with her without a condom, allegedly, at least in the text, and he didn't deny that. So she charged him with this. She charged him with he. She said wear a condom. He didn't want to wear one. Okay. Then um she said don't put it in her back door. He put it in her back door. So to those right there, I mean, she's talking to him. Hey, I told you wear a condom. You didn't want to wear one. That's disrespectful. And then I said don't put it in the back door, and you shoved it in the back door. And those charges, those some serious charges, MC Fact. His response to those serious charges were, "I'll call you back." Yeah, it does not look good for your boy, man. Okay. Never. Okay, so Ditso's in the building. Yeah, these white Hispanics be so obsessed with our reparations is crazy. Oh yeah, zero tolerance. Facts, facts. Zero tolerance says he is terrified about that video. Yeah, he's done. It looks like she gathered. That's why I say like she's not a hero, neither is he. Like nobody's the victim. But she look, he went to take advantage of her situation, and she took advantage of his situation, and she won. He lost, she won. All right. So it looks like there's some stuff out. There's videos and more audios and more text, and it all favors her. Okay. And all right. So also, what about the fact that he tried to settle before she went public with the $50 million lawsuit? He tried to settle for $10 million to keep it in the hush hush. That looks, if you're innocent, if it's a shakedown, then why did you? Why did you play into it? That was the time to do the expose. Once she said, "Hey, I'm suing you. I want some money." That was the time to get ahead of it and say, "Hey, everybody, I want to let you know your boy, your uncle Shannon Sharpe, been a little reckless with his his other part of his body, and I mean, I got myself jammed up. As a result, I became a victim of exploitation or a victim of I I put myself in a position to get blackmailed. Some young thought is trying to blackmail me for 50 million. Or his lawyer says that somebody. So look, yeah, you're gonna lose American Dream because you're not a good researcher. And you know what we talked about, you were dead wrong twice. So you can't be that wrong on simple history, right? On simple some stuff we're not gonna know, we're not gonna remember or recall. It's a mistake. But you were wrong on simple stuff, simple historic accounts. You were wrong, and you were doubling down. Yeah. So if you're debating Kyle, you're gonna lose. Uh, good morning, sounds. Man, let me see. Trained it in. He just hit that like button. Why didn't she follow? Yeah. Okay. So MC Fact. You don't have to. So MC Fact is listen, if your name is MC, if you got the word facts in your name, you gotta listen to the facts. Okay. Hey Lord Maul, if you and American Dream both robbed me on separate days, listen, American Dream and Lord Maul, let's say they both robbed my convenience store on separate days. I don't have to call the police on Lord Maul. I don't have to report that crime. I can just report the crime of American Dream. Okay. So now American Dream can't say what MC Facts just said. He can't say, well, I'm biased. Why don't you call the cops on Lord? I don't have to. I gave him a pass. I felt like he was like just made a bad decision. Or I don't gotta report either crime. I can just give y'all both a pass and say, hey man, don't do it again. I understand y'all desperate, blah blah blah, you know, but that can't happen again, or I'm gonna press charges. So you don't have to press charges. You don't have to do that. Okay. And we just said that she was in it for the money. So if I'm in it for the money, why would I call the cops? And they're saying that the case at MC Fact, they're saying that the case is still so open and so new that she still can call the cops. Like this ain't old. They said it's like 2 weeks ago. You dig? So she can still call the cops and get them, convicted or a charged, not convicted but charged. So that ain't out the door. That option of calling the cops is not out the door. The statutory for RAPE is like 10 years. Okay. So she still can do all that. So you can do that way first and then civil suit. That's how most cases go. They go that way first and then they go civil suit. See, but when you go that way first, you're not gonna get as much money, I don't think. But if we're all saying she's a thought and she's looking for money, then you gotta admit that, yeah, if I'm for the money, I don't care about you being locked up. I want the money. I want 50 million. Mm. So why didn't she so it's hate watching. He said he's hate watching. Shannon has left too much info. He let much info out in the public. Even if he's innocent, he will be guilty to most go by. Most opinion is going to cost him reputation. And yeah. His reputation. Now, let's ask me personally. I'm biased. Do you believe Shannon? R-A-P-E-D, that woman. No. No. Do I think they did role plays as the text suggests? Yes. Do I believe she manipulated him as he said she did? Yes. Do I believe he was the play? Yes. Do I believe he got played? Yes. Do I believe he's the victim? No. Okay. So I will probably agree with all of y'all on Shannon Sharpe, but he's not the victim. He chose her. She didn't choose him. Okay. He preyed on her first. He seen his little snow bunny thoughts out there with her OnlyFans with probably all type of sex toys, and he felt like, oh, I got one. It's gonna be easy. He got in there, and he felt like the grass was greener. He started to cupcake. He did. He started to cupcake. He started to like really act like he's in. You know, how that love lust. You know how you think you're in love, but just lust. That's what happened with him. And she played, and then when he got in there and felt like the grass was greener, she played into it because women be told by men, simps, oh my God, this is good. So she was already knowing that it's good. So when he went in there and experienced it, and then said the same thing the other 100 men said, she was like, got him. Okay, got him. And now here comes the Birkin bags. Here comes the gifts, stuff that other men don't do. That's how she knew she got him, because this guy's gifting her in a way where she never was gifted before. You dig? So she knew she had him. Because I believe that he's gifting her with stuff nobody dreamed of doing. People got in there and got out. He got in there and stayed. So yeah, I don't believe he did all the things that he's accused of, but he's left himself vulnerable, and she got him. She got him. And I'm pretty sure she contacted that lawyer, and he probably said, "Hey, look, you need more. You need more. Start recording. Start saying no. Start saying no to things you formerly said yes to. Start saying yes to things you formerly said no to. We need more." He videotaped you before. Start saying no. Okay, you said yes to videotapes before. Start saying no now. Okay, I believe that was a possibility. And he probably said, wait till he get the phone out, and then say no, as he's about to press record. Because what he's gonna do? He's aggressive, right? And he's very aggressive, so he's gonna say, no, I'm recording. See, that's what happens. So it's kind of easy to get like stupid, dumb jocks. Just get him in a position where they're less likely to back down. So while he got the camera out and he ready to press record, tell him no. And he's gonna say, I'm recording, the hell with you. So I'm sure they backdoored before. I'm sure they backdoored before. So when he's about to backdoor you again, say no. And he's going to backdoor you anyway. It's that easy to get these dumb, aggressive jocks. Just say no when they're in a position for a yes. And make sure you either record it or you talk about it later on record. And that's all of those reasons why I think he's done. So I wonder if did he have a segment yesterday? Because he's supposed to be covering the playoffs. Did he cover the playoffs? Let me read some more chats. Why didn't she call the police? Okay, bye-bye. Here's the point. If something happens like SA, then it should be reported when it happens. It's about having a record. Then no. That's not how that works, MC Fact. That's not how that works. And for you to think it work like that, bro, You're crazy. Everybody trauma is different. So to act like there's like you have to do this way. Hey, bro, I've been in so many car accidents, and guess what? You don't have to go to the ambulance during the scene of the accident. You don't have to go. I can go a week later and still sue. Okay? Because trauma, injuries, they can happen later or they can, hurt. Injuries happen, but the pain can happen later or the pain can happen when the accident happened. It can show up right away. So trauma is the same way. You can like think you got over it. Same thing with somebody getting robbed. How about this? How about you're going to your car and some dusty Tyrone rob you, right? And he get you for something you can like maybe $200 cash. You're like, yo, here, man, just go, man. Here, I ain't gonna call the cops. Just go. But guess what, MC Fact? You can feel so certain that happened Monday, but by Wednesday, but by no, leave him alone. Go. But by Wednesday, you could feel so disrespected that he did that. Cause again, it's only $200, but you feel like, yo, this dude played with my manhood. This dude played with my life. You dig? He almost took me away from my family. You could feel like, you know what? Hell no, man. No, that $200 is more than that. See, at the time of the robbery, you felt like, hey, it's only $200. I get it back. No time. So you let it go. But by Wednesday, you're like, you know what? Nah, this dude played with my life because you had more time to think about it. You know what I mean? And it's bothering you as you lay down and try to sleep. Yo, this dude disrespected me. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this dude disrespected me. This dude, I mean, one mistake over $200, I don't have a family no more. And my family don't have a father. So yeah, there's no blue point. There's no bullet point to this MC Fact. This is all situational. So you got to be more sensitive to the point. Like we can't be on this old, he's black, she's white, so black folks are always right. Okay. Good. Yeah, we can't be on that. I mean, you can, but you can't call yourself MC Fact. You got to call yourself MC Fallacious or something else. Yeah, and there's no monster. He left. Okay, yeah. So yeah, look, facts means you gather the facts, whether they agree or disagree. Yeah, he left. Yeah, so everybody's trauma is different. Some women experience grape and they never told and they was able to live life afterwards. Some women experienced it, never told, and regretted it ever since. They 10, 20 years later, they regret not telling because they see the guy living his best life, got a new family, you dig, and act like it never happened. You know what I mean? Living his best life while she suffers from the trauma, can't get herself together, and she regrets this guy not being held to those consequences. And it eats at her. All right. So everybody's different. There's no one way to do it. It happens. You got to call the cops or go, 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 go. Yeah, so that's not how that works. But to say it like that, hey, dude, you're coming off insensitive to the matter. And like I said, there's many ways to play that, and you're coming off insensitive to everybody's uh experiences with something similar, but not as serious. It cannot be. You have to call the cops right away. Some folks don't want to see the person. Some folks genuinely don't want to see you in trouble. You dig? Like some people won't even do the $50 million thing. They just love you enough where, listen, what you did to me was terrible, but I don't want to see you behind bars. I don't want to see your reputation smeared. So just never call me again. Like, just go do you. Go do you. Never call me again. That happens as well. All right, let's read some more of these insensitive texts in the chat. I'm not taking sides. No. You're no. You're not looking at nothing 360. Everything you said in that chat was favoring Shannon Sharpe. Okay, if you're not taking sides, everything you said was favoring Shannon Sharpe. All right, so give me some things that you favor the woman on that goes against Shannon Sharpe. So since you're not taking sides, MC Fact, then give me some facts. Give me some facts of the case that favors the woman and is disfavorable to Shannon Sharpe. Go. Let's see. All right. Yeah, getting on American. She also said that they had SEX with his best friend Bucket watching them over the phone. Yeah, but she said that she said that was snuck. Okay, so zero. She said that she didn't that was against her will. Okay, with Bucket watching. Now I'm gonna be honest. Again, you could do what you want in your bedroom. It's whatever you want to do. I'm not whatever. Y'all consenting adults. But to me, that's some 25-year-old stuff right there. And a dig you ground pounded a woman out and you go ahead and record it for your boy. That's something like you would do when you're 25 and younger. That is not normal behavior, 35 and up. Like I said, you could do what you want. I just opinion. That's just an assessment. I'm not saying wrong or right. I'm just saying that's a little immature. That's something you do when you're 25 and down, maybe 30. But at some point, you get out of trying to prove to your friends that you be smashing. Okay. Start now. This clown is over. uh, so I never say anything about race. I know. I'm just saying. You said you're unbiased, basically, right? So give me some facts because everything you're saying in the chat favors Shannon Sharpe. So now give me some stuff that favors the woman and disfavors Shannon Sharpe and see fact. That's all. So if you're being unbiased, then you have because there's evidence that makes both look bad. So now everything you pointed out in the chat only makes her look bad. So give me some things that Shannon did wrong. That's all. Or makes him look bad. Uh, Start now said Shannon thirsty. He should just settle down for goodness sake. Who the hell is Bucket? Ron, I said Shannon Sharpe was dumb to put himself. No, yeah, but no. That's still favoring Shannon Sharpe. Yo, look, MC Fact is so biased that he doesn't even know even that statement favors Shannon Sharpe. Man, call in I can explain what I mean. Hold on. Oh, that still favors you're okay. If I'm saying somebody's dumb for something, that means I'm saying that I'm giving them like a rope to like save themselves. What I'm saying is show us something where he was taking advantage of the woman. Okay, so that's a better question. MC Fact, do you think he preyed on the woman at all? He's 60, she's 20. Do you think any of this, do you think he targeted her? Do you think he preyed on her at all? Because you keep putting him in a victim. He's dumb. Dumb people are victims. Okay. Do you think that he was smart? So you're calling him dumb. I'm calling him smart. I'm saying he fully was aware of what he was doing by talking to OnlyFans, women who are most likely 304s. A lot of their content, or at least they come off as 304s, and they come off as money hungry hoes. So he was thirst trapping for those type of women, kind of like what Corey Holcomb said. Corey Holcomb said he'd go after the broke ones because they have really no say so. All right. Um, so let's see. Let's see where we at. Yeah, he definitely targeted her. So he can't be the victim. I'm saying nobody's the victim, but because she's making videos on OnlyFans to hopefully get people like Shannon Sharpe. Okay. And people like Shannon Sharpe, people in his position, they go to OnlyFans to go target vulnerable people. So they both were spiders casting their web. And guess what? Both these spiders walked into each other's webs. So now it's survival of the fit. He lost, she won. But they're both spiders with webs. That's what I'm saying. All right. But let me put the link in there in case somebody wanna speak their piece on this. I got a phone number too if anybody wanna hit that. Just let me know. Let me know. Because I really didn't think y'all be interested in this. I see folks pull up my eye. Maybe they are interested. So if you're interested, then maybe you want to join the panel and talk about it. Okay, so let me try to find that audio of Shannon Sharpe or the conversation with the back door where he was like, "I'll call you back."
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay, so it looks like, see, some guys think if they put it down a certain way, the women fall in love with them, and this manipulative behavior won't happen because they know how to work it. Oh, bro, it looked like you were not as good as you thought you were because she don't seem phased at all. All right, about how you put it down. You the one who's whipped, not her. I mean, like you thought you put it down, but she like I had that before, or she like her attitude is like I had better. That's her attitude. That's how it's coming off. It's coming off that she had better. But on Shannon's show, he acting like he puts it down and women just fall in love with him. That's not how this looks. She's coming off as she had better, and he's coming off as the one who's whipped.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
So he said, "Thank you, right? Thank you for not saying the word manipulate." And she basically said, "I'm only not saying it because I don't want to be choked." So she's not. So he's saying thank you as though she's taking it back. But her last comment clearly was like, "Nah, I'm only not saying it because I don't want you to choke me." And he's gonna say, "Yes, you do."
Yes, you do.
Okay, so that I think that yes, you do is taken out of context. I believe they have rough sex, and I believe in that rough sex, he chokes her because she perhaps asked to be choked. So when he says yes, you do, I think he's saying it is, or let's just say possibly he's saying it in a sexual reference, like as a sexual reference. Like I actually, you do. Okay, so stop even lying on that one. But it just looks bad because she's now manipulating him. So I really believe when he said, yes, you do, I believe that was a sexual reference. Okay. And he should have, he again, it's what you don't say sometimes. Sometimes what you say that gets you in trouble, and sometimes it's what you don't say. So sometimes you got to just be clear. You got to always talk like you're being recorded. So he should have been like, Well, you ain't say that last night when I was clapping them cheeks and something like that, right? But he left it like that, so it looks like he's violent. He's looking like it's not consensual. It's just one side. It's one sided.
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend.
All right. Now look. Now this is not an admission of guilt. I mean, yeah, for what I'm about to say. But this dude looks so damn zesty, man.
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty.
Pro Football Hall of Famer and media person.
So when he first said that, it came off to me like, okay, Shannon Sharpe, he got this. You know, this money hungry thought got exposed, right? He's suing her lawyer for defamation. This is all gonna go away. That's how that came off when I heard that. Like, okay, man, this money hungry thought. And then you heard follow up audio and text. You're like, oh hell no, Shannon, you're done. Like, but when he made that video, he made me feel like this is all a big scam that he got under control, that he's gonna make go away like Jay-Z did. And then there's more. And then that's when I was like, oh, he's done. Because I was gonna make a video siding with him, like, yo, look at this money hungry thought. But when I heard that backdoor stuff,
He's also making this.
okay. But when I heard that backdoor stuff, hold on.
And also understand what lawyers, what HR, and all of those other things entail. What I
Speak for
said
you, Stephen.
is all
How
I
about that?
can say. And in all honesty, at this moment, it is all I know. I have no idea what direction ESPN and Walt Disney will go in when it comes to this matter. All I do know is it won't be me making a decision. It'll be others upstairs.
I want to take a look at Steve.
Okay. So Stephen A, like, he basically like, yo, you put yourself in a position, bro, that I can't even speak. Dude, what can I do, man? So here's your boy.
God damn it! Don't run from me. Do not fucking run from me. Order it, and it comes. You already knew the type of nigga I am before you got here. You don't play. Do it again. Relax them legs and submit the fuck to me. Yeah! God damn it! Don't run from me. Do not fucking run from me. Order it, and it comes. You already knew the type of nigga I am before you got here. You don't play. Do it again. Relax them legs and submit the fuck to me.
Relax the legs and submit the relax the legs and submit to me. Yeah, the internet is crazy, yeah. Yeah, I gotta find this video. Yeah, if y'all got links, let me know. Ricardo, he said relax the legs and submit the F to me. Yo, this dude is hilarious, yeah. Don't run from me. You already knew what type of ninja I was before you got here. So apparently, the women who are in those recorded leaks are saying they did not know they were being recorded. So now it depends what state he's in. Some states are one way. Like I know, I believe Colorado, Denver is a one way party. I know South Carolina is one way party. So if you're talking to somebody in South Carolina, they can record you on their end of the phone call without you consenting, and they can release it publicly. There's nothing you or your lawyer can do about it. But then you got places like New York, New Jersey, where if you record the conversation, you can record it, you just can't make it public without consequences, without the other party knowing. So in New York, New Jersey, collection agencies, you'll hear the hey, you are being recorded, right? When it's an automated call, or if you're speaking to a somebody live, they'll say, hey, unless you know this phone call has been recorded. But in South Carolina, if you're speaking to somebody from South Carolina, you won't hear that. You won't hear, hey, this phone call is being recorded. They don't have to. They're not obligated. It's a one-party state. So just let you know, every state rules and laws are different, right? You could say almost liberal states, they're going to let you know you're being recorded because it's two-way, and most conservative, or I'll say some conservative states, it's a one-party state. You don't have the right to know that that you're being recorded. So Shannon's Las Vegas. They say California, Las Vegas. So you got to know your state laws. If they're one party, then she's been recorded by audio. It doesn't matter whether she knew or not. But if it's a two-party state, okay, then he's gonna be in trouble again. It just ain't looking good. But I need that link. I need to find that video where she was saying she didn't want to be backdoored, and he did it anyway. So she's saying he raped her then, and his response is, um, "I'll call you back." Straight dismissive to those heavy, heavy charges. Okay, so I want to try to find. Then I want to find. I want to find. Oh no, yeah, they made a doll. So they got dolls. Wow, they got dolls of Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, people are dangerous. They got dolls of Shannon Sharpe in that green suit with the red purse thing that went viral, and they got a doll of her, um, like a OnlyFans thought. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys. So a tether had posted it, but I don't want to play him. So let's see if I can find it. Okay, that could have been fake news. Yeah, because I don't it or AI. I don't see it. It's kind of clickbait. All right. Oh. So Umar Johnson said he's gonna ride with Shannon Sharpe. He don't believe, but a lot of people made comments before the leaked audio, the after facts. So people like eating crow now when they hear what's going on afterwards. But let me find where he was the backdoor issue. He was like, I'll just call you back. Let me see if I can find it. Matt Hoffa. Oh my God. I gotta cover him again. He's back running his mouth or trying to take ownership. You know what I mean? Some stupid stuff he's doing. All right, so hold on. Let me try to find this backdoor stuff. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it. So I know Kanye West tried to go viral for some stupid stuff he said, some suspect stuff, but he got smothered with this Shannon Sharpe stuff. So I know he's mad because he just said something controversial and nobody even knows what he said because it's this Shannon Sharpe stuff had smothered all stories that's out, all major stories. All right, so I ain't gonna be able to find that. Let me see, Shannon Sharpe. Okay, let me put y'all on this. So I saved now this ain't mine right here, but I saved something on Shannon Sharpe, by the way. I saved something on him that I felt troubling, and I said because I rock with Shannon Sharpe. Let me not lie, I rock with him in his show. I support it, but he did something with Skip Bayless where I saved it. I saved it, and I said I will show it on my channel at the right time because I'm rocking with him, so I don't want to show it, But being that he's going down like Frazier, he's going down basement. It's Friday the 13th. Guess who's playing Jason? Then I might as well let y'all see this. You dig? And this was Shaq was talking about. So if y'all remember, Shaquille O'Neal, and Shannon Sharpe got into it, right? And then Shaq said this. Shaq said, "I know how you got to where you are." He said, "Don't make me expose that." So now I'm going to first play that. I'm gonna first play the Shaquille O'Neal and the Shannon Sharpe. So MC Fact, this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm unbiased because I don't take sides. So even when I'm rocking with Shannon Sharpe heavy, I still had some information. But I'm gonna be on cold. For the most part, I'm gonna be on cold. I'm not going to get off cold. But since he's in the hot seat, but doing some foolishness, okay, let me show you this. Let me show you this. So let's go to the Shaq and Shannon Sharpe first. Let's take you back. Okay, Shaq. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm trying to find it in a short. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna try to find exactly what I want without playing. Remember, it started when Shannon Sharpe criticized Shaq, and I didn't think Shannon Sharpe was wrong. He just said Shaq would have been so much greater had he worked out, right? So there is a lot of stuff on it. So some of it is clickbait, but just bear with me. So I gotta go. I might click some clickbait. People be just um, titling things, and it's not even the case. So I might click some clickbait, trying to find this. All right. So let me try to. I hate playing the Breakfast Club stuff because they definitely um will shut you down. Okay, so let me play the Shaq thing. Let me see if this is it.
You took me sticking up for SGA as jealousy of Joker. Shows how smart you are and how you say anything for clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. If you ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me.
Right there. Okay, right there. Right there. So this is just with the message before the other woman took her spot. Okay, she did the reading. Watch this. Hey, stop. So now, look what she's reading. So she read the. I want to play a video where Shaq says it himself, but Jess with the mess is reading Shaquille O'Neal words for Shannon Sharpe. He said, "Don't forget, I know how you got there."
Your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me, jealous, can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me.
That right there, family. Hey, MC Fact, are you listening? Because this is how you do it without being biased. So those words from Shaq, it never fell on deaf ears with me. Okay, with me. So I said, what does Shaq mean by that? So I did some digging. MC Fact, you my brother, so let me ask you first. Do you know what Shaq meant when he said that? One more time.
Your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me.
Okay, so MC Fact, why did Shaquille O'Neal tell Shannon Sharpe, I know what you did to get there? Oh yeah. Shannon Sharpe been cooning for a long time, bro. Let's just be real. Okay, but MC Fact, I need you to. What do you think? And this is for MC Fact. When Shaquille O'Neal said to Shannon Sharpe, "I know what you did to get there," what do you think Shaquille O'Neal was implying? Zero Tolerance says, and ain't it weird how these brothers are quick to tear each other down in the public? Wants, yeah. That's a fact. Zero Tolerance. Yeah, when it comes to us, we will give opinions, even though Shannon Sharpe looks bad. Um, like people will get out there and tear them down, but won't get on white folks that do this, something similar or worse, like Ben Roethlisberger, Josh Giddey. Like they didn't say anything about their RAPE allegations. Shaq ain't even top 10 all time in his profession, though. That's a lie. Kareem and Wilt regret it. Nah, Zero, you bugging. Wilt Chamberlain is probably like the most dominant player ever, but Shaq and Kareem. I mean, Kareem was great. Okay, to say Kareem and Shaq is above. I'm sorry, to say Kareem and Wilt is above Shaq. That's not a slight. Shit, you could say Kareem and Wilt is above everybody. So like, so that's not a knock. But outside of Michael Jordan, outside of Wilt and Kareem, you can't really say anybody's better than Shaq because if you go first round draft picks, bro, with us who watch basketball, follow basketball, and Shaquille O'Neal names in that pot, a first round draft pick. I'm talking about all time players ever. We're building a super squad. Shit, I'm Shaq, my first pick. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. Like Shaq and LeBron is going to be top picks. Shaq, LeBron is going to be top picks. But yeah, but if I get the number one pick and I get Shaq and LeBron's there when I come back around, I've got LeBron next. I got LeBron next. And now I'm looking for a Wade, Kobe, Michael Jordan, or Tracy McGrady next. Or Tim Duncan, you dig? But if I get Shaq and LeBron out the way, you're done. If I could get Shaq and LeBron, I'm looking for a Wade, Kobe, Mike. I'm gonna get one of these guys. I'm gonna get McGrady, Wade, Mike, or Kobe. You can't get all of them. I'm getting one of those. And I'm gonna sneak a Tim Duncan. If I can't get Tim Duncan, I might go Kevin Garnett. See, I'm gonna get somebody else. All right. All right. So since MC Fact don't want to speak to the fact why Shaquille O'Neal said this. All right. So MC Fact is my brother. I want him to speak to why would Shaquille O'Neal say something like this.
Your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me.
Okay. I need MC Fact real quick. or the chat, period. Anybody, even zero tolerance. Tell me why would Shaquille O'Neal say that about Shannon Sharpe? Why would he say, I know what you did to get where you're at? What did he mean by that? Does anybody in the chat know before I play the clip? Okay, so I'm gonna play it now. All right, let's roll the tape. You say he did something nefarious. Depends on what you consider that. But he did cooning. So basically, he was cooning. He was like he didn't do something obvious that's like proven. Like we don't know about some Illuminati ritual. We don't know about that. But there's something he did for the public that's like we seen it. We seen it. It's undeniable. He was cooning to a different level. Watch this.
Profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me.
Yes. Okay, so I know what you did to get where you was at. Okay. Now I'm gonna roll the tape.
Well, what's going on with that right now?
In order to talk about certain things, you have to have G14 classification. And not only that, when you talk, just make it make sense. When you say you don't take it seriously, why do I have 3 retired jerseys? Why do I have 2 statues? Why do I have 4 balls standing right behind me? So if that's not, oh, those are Emmys, excuse me. But if
I just checked, Shaq, tooting his own horn. Hold on, I'm trying to find. Shaq said himself.
The slight. See, my thing is that I'm not. See, when I talk about Kevin Durant or I talk about any player, I said I'm not the equivalent. You're more well known. You're gonna have way more money than I ever have. But nobody will ever say that I was lazy.
Okay. And I don't think Shannon Sharpe criticism on Shaq was even bad. But sometimes when people have something on you, they just waiting to release it, right? And they just need to they when people have something on you, they just got to trick itchy, what they call it, itchy trigger finger. They just can't wait to pull it. So I believe like he gave him reason to pull it.
He sees a guy.
Okay, so I'm trying to get the Shaq part.
If you haven't noticed, he doesn't like. No one says if we lace him up in words, those because he didn't take.
Yeah, that's not it right there. All right, so I redid the Jess with the mess. Okay, I think Shaq gonna say it now.
These are braised oxtail, and these are neck.
Nah, damn. All right, let's get Umar response on Shannon Sharpe.
We not gonna talk about Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I heard he got caught on the live banging out a snow bunny. We not gonna talk about Uncle Shannon Sharpe being snow bunnied on Instagram Live. We not gonna laugh at our brother. We are not gonna laugh at our brother. I just hope to Shannon Sharpe that the snow bunny didn't tap his Instagram Live when he wasn't looking. I just hope for my Uncle Shannon Sharpe that the snow bunny didn't tap the Instagram Live while he was popping that Viagra pill. I just hope for my Uncle Shannon Sharpe that the snow bunny didn't set him up, because if he didn't hit that button, I don't know how in the hell that button got hit, and he says he's never been on Instagram Live. Uncle Shannon Sharpe, the greatest tight end in NFL history, he said he never been on Instagram Live. So if Unc never been on Instagram Live, how in the hell did Instagram Live go on?
I got it.
It was either the white power structure.
The conspiracy theory. Oh my God. All right. Anyway, so one more time for Shaq.
Profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at.
Okay, what he's talking about is blackface. He's talking about your boy Unc had went full blackface. Okay, minstrel show. He's minstrel show Unc to get his opportunity. Look at this skit that Skip had him play. So Skip had my boy play a minstrel actor. Look at this.
I be on the miles with that yank hard yesterday, Skip. I be on these miles of hen dog, and now y'all got problems with me.
Okay, so you see, that's called MC Fat cutting a jig. I'm with that mild and look how he's talking. He's talking now. You know he's very articulate, but look how gangster look at the role Skip got him playing. Now Skip is a disgusting racist. Like, so for Stephen A. Smith, now we know Stephen A. is a coon, and for Stephen A. to even do something with Skip again is like crazy. Okay, so look, I've been on that yak all day. I've been on that yak. I'm on that mile. Now we know Shannon cares about his health. He's always working out. We know he does not smoke. Okay. That's Chat Ochocinco smokes cigars. Shannon Sharpe does not smoke cigars. But look at this dude cutting a jig. This is what Shaq talking about. Shaq said, I know what you did to get there. Listen to this fool. We know he's articulate, but look at what he did to himself. He reduced himself to this.
The miles with that yak hard yesterday, Skip. I be on these miles of hen dog, and now y'all got problems with me. Let me celebrate. I be on the miles with that yak. Miles with that yak. Miles with that yak.
And yeah, he wasn't like this wasn't like he wasn't joking. Like he was supposed to really be a black and mild smoker early in his career. You guys don't remember that.
I'm on these miles and that hen dog. Miles with that yak. 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 Miles with that yak.
Look at this stupid nigga right. Who's this?
Miles with that yak. Miles with that yak.
All right. So look, I want to get copyright. All right, so let's go here. That was kind of fly though.
Today.
Oh, we got props.
Yeah,
Oh, shit,
if
my
your
fault.
team won, you can enjoy
I
me
hate
with
when
a
it does
big
that,
cigar.
man. I hate when that. All right, hold on. Listen.
Oh, we got props.
Yeah, if your team won, you can enjoy me with a victory cigar.
You smoke cigars?
You're calling black and mild cigars
I be on
now?
the miles. I be on the miles with that yak hard yesterday, Skip.
Shannon, this is very off-brand.
Hold on, Joey.
I'm just going to
First of all,
tell you that.
if your team did not score a point yesterday, please do not touch the victory cigar.
I think by not smoking black and mild,
Where
we're
did
actually
you buy
winning.
those at Rite Aid?
Hold on. First of all, Skip, why you be on me on these miles? Because I be on these miles of hen dog, and now y'all got problems with me. Let me celebrate.
So remember, during early and Undisputed, he used to come with the drink. Well, he played the role where he came with the liquor on the set, and he'll drink on the set. That's the role he played. Right? This role model had this unfavorable role in his beginnings. So people, when Shaq seen this early before he became Big Dog Uncle Shay Shay, okay, Shaq seen this early. Was like, yo, this dude is cutting a jig, yo. So this wasn't respected in these circles. People seen this. LeBron seen this, and they seen like, why is this dude cooning to Skip Bayless? Because Skip Bayless is known as a racist.
That is something.
Wait, Joy, help me out. Did the season end yesterday?
I
Wait,
think
is it over?
What did I tell you? I told you at the beginning of the year you guys weren't making the playoffs.
Look at this.
You already knew you weren't making the playoffs.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, by the way, this ain't the first skit. So I know what you're thinking. This ain't the first skit. You're gonna see. This ain't the first skit where he had the miles in that yak. Miles in that yak. Okay, when he did this right here.
Miles with that yak. Miles with that miles with that miles with that yak. You talking crazy. You need to quit, Skip. You need to quit, Skip.
Yeah, this is fly.
You need to quit. Let me celebrate. You talking crazy. You need to quit, Skip. You need to quit, Skip. If a frog had pockets, he would carry a knife.
Hey.
That's kind of hitting a little bit. I'm about to be dancing that with my son a little later. I got headphones on so he can't hear it.
You guys. I never know.
I know I'm getting flagged. They're gonna say I'm demonetized for that video. I already know, but it's worth the bop. It's worth the bop.
Stabbed a snake
Hey.
before it ate it. If a frog had pockets, he would carry a knife.
Hey.
Stabbed a snake.
Hey.
All right. So watch this.
No, you were, weren't you with the G-Men?
Yeah,
Didn't you
G-Men.
or something?
Hold on.
I didn't recall
Did
that.
the Broncos win yesterday?
What? G-Men win the East?
Hold on. Did the Broncos win? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, hold on. All right. Look.
Y'all see what this is? That's that Floyd Money Mayweather Avion limited edition tequila. Now, I had no plans on breaking this out unless it was a very special occasion. And on a
So now this is not undisputed.
Wednesday night, I can't think of anything special. But LeBron James, what he just did to them baby
See?
dinosaurs.
So he kept the black and mild image. This dude didn't smoke, but this is a so-called appealing to the youth. Okay, so when Shaq said, "I know what you did to get there," he's reflecting on this dude cutting a jig. All right, so be careful. So now that don't mean that he should be railroaded or blackmailed by this snow bunny devil. But what I'm saying is, people are not surprised because they saying like he had a dirty secret from the beginning, like he was never authentic from the beginning, or let's say his origins were not authentic. Okay.
Now, when the Cavs were down by 15 at the half, they blowing up my timeline. Shannon, what you think about the baby dinosaurs? We the North. Y'all ain't what the elephant left on the show
Now, so he's
ground. So when LeBron James,
okay. So he's clearly doing the act right now. He's articulate. He's serious. But look how he started. He started off as a jokester, unserious. Like he was playing a role. He was cosplaying as a minstrel from the early 1900s. Black exploitation. Look at this guy.
dropped 35 points and have the most assists without a turnover in NBA history, I got to pull me some of this old Floyd money. Mayweather, I got to do that. I know. Oh! I know I make y'all sick. Damn it, I make me sick sometimes. I can't stand on Shay Sharpe. You can't sit him either. I'm going to make you sick tomorrow, Skip Bayless. Bron James, we ride. DJ, drop that track for me.
Okay, you see? So he was cut. This is irrefutable. He was cutting the. This is undisputable. Pardon, no pun. Uh,
Right quick. You want me to press play right now? Yeah, why wouldn't you? I know I make y'all sick. I know. I know. I know. I know. You ain't the way, man, God. Y'all see what this is? That's that.
All right, so everybody making, everybody killing him. How old is this? This is 7 years ago. So this ain't new. So he was getting flame boiled for his coonery. Look, 7 years ago. All right. So this ain't new. So when Shaq said this right here,
in your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me,
all right. So he's reflecting on these days right here. I'm trying to tell you. And like I said, I wanted to share this before, but I didn't want to seem like I was off cold. I'm starting trouble. I'm trying to, smear a man's image. But I definitely felt like it needed to be seen. Like, hey, like we need the because it's public. It ain't like it's private. It's public. Okay. So I want y'all to see the stocking cap because he had a stocking cap segment where he came on the show with a stocking cap with the
I
black
be
and
on the
white.
mile with that yak hard.
Let me do a little dance.
With that yak mile with that yak. Skip.
If a frog had pockets, he would carry a knife. If a frog had pockets.
Yeah, that was kind of fly. That beat was hitting for something. I ain't gonna hold you on that. All right. So I want the stockings cap. All right.
Skip, I know you remember the movie Amistad and Jamin Hansu's character, Sinke. When they had him in court and he just kept uttering one thing, give us free. Give us free. So we're gonna give us free. Give Odell free. Adams. Wop wop. Wop wop. I'm letting 30 footers go left and right.
Yeah.
Promised me a bike. I was about 8 years old. She said, boy, in due time, guys can do that. Yeah, exactly.
So you see his early beginning. Yes. Yeah, that's Yugi. That's Daddy. Thank you. Okay, go back. Yeah. So you see, he cut a jig. He cut a jig to get his career started, and that's all Shaq was saying. So Shaq was like, "Hey, don't come for me." Shaq was saying, "Don't critique me. Don't speak my name. Nothing, because basically I don't respect you." Right now, so Shaq probably don't mind the criticism, but he's saying from you, the guy who I believe who we watched cut a jig, coon his way to where he's at. I don't respect you. You can't tell me anything. Okay, that's just Shaq, right? That's Shaq. So, okay, so now we're here. You dig? We're here. I wanted that stocking cap. Well, we seen the stocking cap, but there was other segments of the show where he would bring liquor. Well, it's supposed to be liquor to the show. He would drink it on the show, right? It could have been water, but what's up? What's up? Well, you got let me read the comments on that. Yeah, he's definitely a coon, but that don't mean he's guilty. So I'm not doing this to say he's guilty. I'm just showing you his character. Like, so when he's caught up and he's being played by this young dumb thought. I mean, look, the way she sounds like she didn't even finish high school. Like all of her life, she was all about sex. OnlyFans became opportunity. She made it a count, kept her body right, and she was just getting views and clicks and people paying a little money. And then she hoped one day she'd get some big coon like Shannon Sharpe on board with her. All right. Serving before McGrady. Yeah, but McGrady. You said Gervin. Okay, Gervin before McGrady. It sounds like Sharp did something. Okay, Sharp read that because Shaq is a Mason and he knows Shannon is by zero. Yeah. Look, it's my opinion. Again, I'm not saying being bi is evil or again, that's we look. If you FBA and you bi, if you FBA and you're, you know, same sex, right? That's on you. I hope you still get your reparations due to you. You're still part of the lineage, and that's it, right? I have no further opinion on you. I don't subscribe to that. I don't approve of it. But if that's what you are, whatever, do you? But yeah, I believe Shannon, his the way he looks, the way he talks, just everything about the dude, like all the evidence that's out there in the public, he comes off as bi. Ricardo said, Wilt said he had his way with about 10,000 women. Kareem had a couple moments, but kept his biz out of public view. He was smart. Yeah, right. So why didn't Will Chamberlain get his sex scandal? Like, yo, because they were not coons. Yo, women, that's what I'm trying to say, tell Miss MC Fact. Even though Shannon was the play, but he's so out of touch that he thought she was the play. That's why he had Bucket watching the video while he ground and pound because he's thinking she's the play. But the whole time he was the play. And no ma'am, when no ma'am used to come over here and talk, no ma'am told us first. He said a lot of times us guys, when we think we got a woman's number or did it one night, we think it was us. And she says no, sometimes she said most times it was them. Like you were the play the whole time and you thought she was the play. Okay. Skip races. Yeah, skip races. That's a dirty, dusty devil. He does come off performative and petrified. Yep. Ryan, no argument about Sharp being a coon. He cried in front of Bayless. I'll never forget that. Yeah. He. Joy was calling him out. Yeah, exactly. Like, yo, Joy's like, yo, you got some cheap ass. Hey, yo, I guarantee you, Skip bought him the Black and Miles. I guarantee you, Skip bought him Black and Miles. That's why this off brand. Like, Skip don't know what to buy. Like that's the image Skip wanted him to portray as a big, muscular, brawn black man. It's amazing what people can do with video editing these days. That's funny. If a frog had pockets, but Shannon would speak up for blacks when they well, yeah. I mean, he played both sides. Okay, Sharp is being a minstrel, so no doubt he is a joke. Now for balance, Shaq let him put him in it. Yeah. No. Shaq did something, but Shaq did some GAY stuff. Okay, outside the dress, he was doing some weird. I heard he did a thing with Kevin Hart. No, Shaq has been doing the same thing Skip has been doing, but I'm sorry, not Skip, but Shannon. Now there's a difference. There's a difference. Yeah, but Shaq definitely been doing some stuff, but Shaq ain't come onto the scene as a minstrel show. Shaq was already Shaq. So when Shaq did some weird GAY stuff, he did it after he was already Shaq. So he didn't do it for clout. He didn't do it for money. He had all that stuff, right? He had the fame and everything. he did it because that's probably who he is. He probably GAY. Probably why his wife dipped with the landscaping guy, the pool guy. That's why his wife, you know what I mean, dated the damn pool guy who made $17 an hour. Shaq makes $gazillion a year, and she rather be with the pool guy who makes $17 an hour. That says a lot right there. Or Claude Peace on Kevin Hart show. Shaq, yeah, exactly, Claude. I heard about that. So, starting out, I was laughing. Yeah, yes. So Shaq definitely been doing, but Shaq to me ain't doing it for a gig. Shaq is just probably legitimately by. Like that's probably because Shaq has been doing some GAY stuff for a long time, bro. Long time. Putting on little Daisy Duke shorts, like just a lot of suspect stuff for a long time. No for white folks to laugh. So same thing, but again, that's not how Shaq got put on. That's how Shannon got put on. Come on, wait, good wait. Yeah, so it's a difference in that, but it's similarities on actions. Because Shannon Sharpe is not, so they're different. Shaq is doing it publicly, the GAY stuff, and Shannon Sharpe is not. What do you want to eat? Okay, so Shannon Sharpe is not doing it publicly. So most likely they're both bi, but only one person is doing it publicly. That's Shaq. That's Shaq, and the other person, which is Shannon, is not doing it publicly. That's a big difference. I don't know if you're supposed to be doing something. Here, here come. Okay. 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 So, so that was character witness. All right. So let's get back. Let's get back. So again, but yeah, for people who just tuned in, I don't believe. Well, I don't have enough facts, right? Because there's stuff coming out, but I don't believe that Shannon Sharpe took something that wasn't given to him. I don't believe that. I don't believe he forced himself on, you know, something else, somebody else unwilling. But I do believe that he made himself vulnerable to be taken advantage of. Go, go, go. He made himself vulnerable to be taken advantage of, and he got to pay now, right? Unfortunately, he's in a position where he's going to pay, and hopefully, it doesn't turn to something criminal because that ain't over. This is very much new, right? It's not the Cassie thing. Cassie thing and Diddy was old. Okay, this is new, so she still can press charges, but get charges filed on her. Oh boy, so now I'd be messed up because I don't really believe he did anything physically like she's alleging. I think he just got played for the bag, and he's gonna be forced because of the audio. The audio is edited, but the audio is edited, but it's not all edited. Okay, so somebody said that in the chat. The audio is edited, but it's not. It's edited to make him look bad. Yeah, true. To give the public a negative opinion. That's true. So the audio is edited in a way where it makes him look like he's a rapist, right? Now legally that won't go nowhere, right? Because lawyers can see, experts can see that this tape. Well, first of all, they're gonna subpoena the whole tape, so they're gonna see that it ain't all that, the way it is in public. They're gonna see right away the proper context. But by that time, the public, all we got is what we heard. All we hear is that, he's coming off very aggressive and insensitive. Okay, that's how it's coming off. That's why somebody in his position, like, how the hell you don't got your own copy, my boy? Like, what are we doing? Well, if they play the whole 10 minutes, I don't have my copy. I don't have a copy. That's exactly why you're going down. Mayweather said this. Mayweather said, defend yourself at all times. When he knocked out Ortiz, was his name Victor Ortiz, for not putting his hands up, try to give Mayweather a hug and on the battlefield, and Mayweather knocked his lights out. After the loss, Larry Merchant tried to give Mayweather like some black. Oh, you hit a man with his hands down. Mayweather said, protect yourself at all times. Okay. That's what Shannon Sharpe didn't do. He put himself in a vulnerable position. He's in there preying on a dusty trailer trash snow bunny, and he left himself vulnerable and unprotected. She took full advantage. I'm quite sure her parents was even in on it. Like, hey, now hell no. This old man ain't gonna ground and pound you like you an MMA losing fighter. He ain't gonna ground and pound you for some $100, you dig? And then walk away in the sunset to do it again. No, no, no. We're gonna take because what's the likeliness of you getting another celebrity, on his level? Probably zero. So let's go. This is back to the Ray Rays and Pookies. So let's take advantage of this stuff, and we're gonna smear him. We're gonna set him up, and we're gonna edit audio, whatever you gotta do. But we're gonna get some money. We're gonna make this a life-changing decision. Like we're gonna make your promiscuous ways profitable. You're gonna pay the whole family. Like you're gonna get us all the bag. Your big mom and dad was probably quarterbacking us. Like, nah, we about to get this bag. Like the whole time you shamed us. This is your time to get back and get with the family, right? We exiled you, we excommunicated you, we cut you off. But this is your chance to get back and get with the family. We will embrace you. We will firmly embrace you. We will make you the top, top. You were the what they call the ugly duckling, but now you're gonna be the beautiful goose, the white goose with the yellow beak. But you do have to do this, and that's what happened, man. That's what most likely happened. Uh, Two of them done. Yeah, Barkley is another. Oh yeah. Now Barkley is worse than Shannon and Shaquille. Because again, like with Shannon and Shaquille is doing is goofy stuff. They're doing goofy stuff. What Barkley is doing is dangerous stuff. That's dangerous what Barkley's doing. Barkley most likely believe in everything Larry Elder says and everything Thomas Sowell says, right? Not Shaquille O'Neal and Shannon. Definitely not Shannon, but I don't think Shaquille O'Neal believe that stuff either. But Barkley believe in all of the talking points of Larry Elder and Thomas Sowell. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think Sharp is guilty of anything. I think he ruined his career though. So did they go live? Let me see. Let me check to see did they go live. Let me see Nightcap or Nightcap on pause. Because didn't Chad Ocho Single just buy himself like some Rolls Royce whatever? He's regretting that because he just went out and spent the bag. He's known to not spend. So he said, you know what? Let me just treat myself. And he treated himself, and this scandal came out.
God damn it! Don't run from me. Do not fucking run from me. Order it, and it comes. You already knew the type of nigga I am before you got here. You don't play. Do it again. Relax them legs and submit the fuck to me.
Yeah, I never heard the audio.
God damn it! Don't run from me. Do not fucking run from me. Order it, and it comes. You already knew the type of nigga I am before you got here. You don't play. Do it again. Relax them legs and submit the fuck to me.
Yeah, the internet, man. Yeah. The internet is crazy. Relax those legs and submit to me. All right.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
And she's manipulating him.
If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you.
Dumbass.
Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
Yo, listen. That yes, you do. That could have been added there, right? But believe me, when she got him to say, "When I see you, I'm going to choke you," that's why she said, "Well, I don't want to be choked." She said that thing barely holding her laugh. Like they knew that statement sealed $50 million or potentially. But they knew that statement he made when he said, "When I see you, I'm gonna choke you." They knew, everybody in her corner knew that that statement was going to cost Shannon Sharpe in between $10 million to $50 million. So it turned out that behind the scenes, Shannon Sharpe was trying to negotiate a settlement for $10 million. Okay? But they wanted a piece of that ESPN contract. They looking at that 100 mil. Now it should have said 50 million, in my opinion. It should have said 30 million and then did a non-disclosure and called it a wrap. Okay. And he would have barely scathed that. Okay. But hey man, maybe it works out for him. Maybe he ain't got to pay him a dime since they're not doing criminal charges. Like shit, now it's out in the open and you ruined my career. Shit, I ain't gonna pay you a dime now. I ain't settling anything. Especially if if what we believe is true, if he's innocent, everything she's alleging, then he shouldn't pay her one because it's already open, it's already out in the public. So he shouldn't pay her one dime now. He shouldn't pay her one dime right now. If everything y'all saying is true, everything I'm saying is true, he's already ruined. See, so you pay to keep it on a hush where you don't get damaged. But also, here's the problem with paying. So Johnny Cochran, I heard, was trying to get Michael Jackson not to pay a settlement because it doesn't go away. What you do is you open up other civil lawsuits. So once you pay one person, here comes the hands, i.e., Diddy. Okay. Diddy thought paying Cassie publicly was going to end everything. It did not. More hands came out. Same thing happened with Michael. So Johnny Cochran telling Michael, hey, if you believe you're innocent, don't you settle? Because that one goes away, but other hands come out and say, what about me? So you fight if you are right. All right. Oh yeah. So let me see if this guy was on. Let me see if this guy was live the other day.
Anything I
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty.
Pro Football Hall of Famer and media personality Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $50 million.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z.
Sharpe claims the plaintiff's attorney Tony Busby will be releasing a portion of a sex tape designed to make him look guilty.
That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out.
The plaintiff, under the alias Jane Doe,
so for Shannon to do that, I think that was a horrible look because he reminded me of Big U. Before Big U got into federal custody, he put out a similar video and it ain't looking good for him. He got so for Shannon Sharpe to do the same thing after Big U looking crazy, this makes Shannon Sharpe look even more guilty. It's like, dude, why are you trying to get ahead of it, dude? Just let your lawyers speak or just don't say anything. You stay quiet. What did he do? Did he went out there? Yeah. It seemed like the people who are definitely guilty go out there and try to speak for themselves. Diddy did the same thing. I will never touch Cassie. Oh no, I love that woman. Oh my God. In the video come out, he's stomping the hell out of her. Yo, big you over here. Nah, man. I give back to the youth, man. They trying to take me down. And then the facts come out. This guy killed his own damn artist because the artist made a diss track on him and didn't even bury him in the desert. So they threw him on the ground. And now here comes Shannon Sharpe saying, nah, man, it ain't happen like that. And then play the whole 10-minute video. All right. So they leaked more of the video. And the woman charged him with forcefully backdooring her. And she's telling him, she's saying, hey, man, look, this is crazy. She's telling Shannon Sharpe, hey, I said we're in condom. You didn't do that. You had sex with me with unprotected. I didn't want that. And then I said, don't backdoor me. And you backdoored me. And he doesn't say, B, you lying. You just lying ass up. Or stop manipulating me. He said, MC Fact. He said, I'll call you back. I mean, you can't, this guy literally dug himself a grave. You could RIP everything he got going. And when he like post stuff on IG, cause I follow him, man, you gotta see the comments. They are roasting him. Now a lot of folks in there are coons and tethers, but he's getting roasted nonetheless. All right, so now let me see if Nightcap had a show. He's supposed to be covering the playoffs. Oh my God, this guy ruined his stuff. Okay, so his last show. Okay, so he did a show. Okay, so he's been getting double the views since his scandal. It's not really that much of a difference. It's a lot, but it's not really significant. All right, so hold on. All right, so he did. Let me go to his live show. Let's look at the comments together. Okay, I'm pressing pause. I'm pressing pause. The thing's still going. All right, so let's read the comments together. Okay, so it says, let's go to these comments. It says, Unk need Ocho more than anything right now. We can see he learning on Ocho heavily, leaning on Ocho right now. That's what brothers. Okay, honestly, I don't care who Unk bang or how much. Okay, ever since Shannon called Ocho unprofessional, it's been downhill since. Wow, Unk need to leave them young girls alone. Ocho is a very loyal guy. Well, somebody, Myron Gaines said, Fresh is loyal, and the caller made the point. He's like, he's only loyal because you're all he got. Like, it's not like y'all are even. It's not like both of y'all have. It's not like Gilly and Wallow, right? Where they like kind of even, or Mason Cameron. Like, Fresh is leaning on Myron heavily, and Ultra's leaning on Shannon Sharpe heavily. So that loyalty is not really like loyalty. It's only loyal when y'all are even and they're hanging on. Okay. I'm about to be moving like a Shaolin monk after all this mess. It's bad when 10 mil ain't doing the trick. Yeah. When he offered 10 million, she said no. That's crazy. Remember when you said you wanted a center? Be careful what you ask for. That's crazy. I'm stressing so much lately that his hair turned gray, like he aged overnight. Wow. Ocho probably crying too. I told you, he went on a shopping spree anticipating that 100 million deal. I told you that $100 million deal. I said, didn't Ocho just buy some crazy stuff? I'm learning ever since Unc talked about Ocho being professional. Just look at what's happening. Unc, we love you, but know that life will. What? That's stupid. Monique told you leave them young women alone. It wasn't about the young. See, everybody trying to make it about the young women. Stop the young women. It's who Unc chose. There's hella millionaires, billionaires sleeping with young women. Remember the guy, the Houston Rocket, that said things about Black Americans? Was it the Houston? Was it Houston Rockets or Houston? Was it football or basketball? I forgot. I think it was basketball. I think it was Houston Rockets, where he said the owner said to that mulatto chick he was dating, like, "Hey, don't bring no ninjas up in here." You dig? Okay. Well, she was young. He was like 90 years old. She was like fucking 25, 30. Okay. Seemed like Sterling is the only person that can talk some sense into Unc. 10 million, 10 mil, 10 pills, tea spilled, Unc in. That's cool. Unc act like he know everything, but didn't see Shorty lining him up. Yeah, yeah. This is that part. That part right there. Like that's an honest statement. Unc act like he know everything, but didn't see Shorty lining him up. Yeah, that's the part. It was so clear. She was a dumb, unarticulate white girl. Straight trailer trash. Unc skipping the real questions on question answer. Oh, that is funny. Unc skipping the real questions on Q&A. The crazy thing is, it's going to be a short show. No, no more. Let me say no more stories. Yeah, I know it's uncomfortable to do these things. That woman accusing him, heard he was getting 100 mil. She's not even his wife, and she wants half. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean that to say 50 million was crazy. That 10 million, like I said, if I'm Unc, I ain't paying her one dime now. Go press criminal charges and let's see how far you go. Because I heard it. I heard a civil suit is easier to prove. The burden is less for the plaintiff than a criminal case. So good. If you can't get a dollar out of me civilly, you can kiss a criminal case goodbye. Yeah, so she lost too, and so right now it looks like she lost too. It looks like she ain't gonna get one dime. She had 10 million guaranteed, and it looks like other than smearing Shannon Sharpe's name and pretty much damaging his reputation and career, it's almost looking like she's not gonna get one dime. And she had a guaranteed 10 million. Only sports was discussed on the show. If you're here for the reasons, this isn't the video for you. Great show tonight. Don't let no one destroy your empire. Too late. We riding with you, no doubt. Okay. Ocho, oh goddamn, this goddamn, that without apologizing like usual. He's like, screw it. It's Unc's distracted. Milwaukee Buck draft. Stupid stuff. Unc, we riding with you, big dog. Yeah, we still support you, Shannon. Real no and real. Okay. Love you, Unc. Yeah. Generational bag fumble by Shannon. Yep. Generational bag fumble by Shannon. Ocho is true professional. Unc is lucky to have him. Nah, that's over. And yeah, again, it ain't about young women. Older, rich men date young women all the time. Ocho ain't nothing but a yes man. He agrees with everything Shannon say. All he said is right, right, or yeah. And y'all funny. I could be wrong, but correct me if I'm right. Ocho be saying everything backwards. Ocho funny as hell. We started with Unc and Ocho. We stand. We here for you. I need glasses. That was proven the other day. Somebody gave me reading glasses, and I was reading something. It was so blurry. I put these reading glasses on. It was so clear. I said, okay, I'm no longer in denial. I need glasses. Okay, we got your back, Unc. Still remember when he got mad at Ocho for being late. Now he about to be running late with the whole show. Crazy because if it was another celebrity, they would have been quick to make that their top title case. Don't let them hit you with a Rico. We stand with you. Now he knows how Deshaun Watson feels. Yeah, that's the crazy part right there. You offer a woman 10 million to be quiet. You know you did something wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. MC Fact. This is the part right here, bro. Is that part? Is that part here? You didn't say 100,000. You said 10 million to be quiet. Like you, because all he could think about it. Even if he's absolutely guilty, all he could think about is the things he said that makes him look guilty, the things he had done, the thing he has done to make him look guilty. Only he can reflect back and say, damn, she can really paint me to be an evil guy if she does A, B, and C. Only he can look back and look at those things. Like, damn, I could look really bad right now. Because he know what he disclosed to her. We need some questions and answering. Now, don't tell me you're the guy that preached one thing but lives another. Yeah, something. Well, he didn't do nothing wrong. Like, okay, so folks is going too crazy. Let's keep in mind. Let's keep in mind. He did not so far, because this can change, right? So far, he did nothing wrong. He's dating consensually, so he didn't. So people are spinning the narrative and changing it to what they wanted to change it to. But so far, the allegations need to be proven true, right? They're just allegations and you're innocent until proven guilty. So far, he did nothing wrong other than just saying some wild stuff. You did. So far, he did nothing wrong. Okay, so let's keep it there. And it's hard to even say that when he offered $10 million. Like, what? Why are you paying so much if you're innocent? It goes back to Michael Jackson. Why are you paying so much if you're innocent? And all the excuses why you pay, we're not buying that because they're not paying small money to keep things shut. The amount of money Michael Jackson paid, y'all don't even know what he paid. And this is the 90s. When he paid that much at that time, that's like almost 8 times as much now. So I think Mike offered like 30 million in the 90s. That's like 270 million now. It's like 300 million now. He offered 30 million in the 90s for something he said he was innocent of. But he didn't offer 1 million or yeah, he offered 30 million. That's like 300 million now. Some ridiculous shit. So Sharp giving this broke woman $10 million of something he's supposed to be innocent of. It's wild, man. It's wild. Yeah, it's wild. You can put a poll in the chat for y'all. Okay, so let me answer some questions in the chat. I appreciate y'all. So let me answer some of these questions. So you got your own private conversations. Start now said they never use their platform to help FBAs. I don't feel sorry for none of them. Hey, start now. I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, man. Ain't like y'all be talking about it. Yes, and I'm good. Although I do watch Club Shay Shay, though sometimes depends on. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with supporting a, an alleged bisexual man show. There's nothing wrong with supporting Shaq on TNT. Okay, nothing wrong with that. It's entertainment. Okay. Anyway, uh, York says, question. Yes, the white girl, 20 years old. Is she underage? She's young for him, but is she legally underage? Period. If not, what's the lawsuits? No, she's not underage. That's why I say, like, so far he did nothing wrong. So right now it's just about. I think he's being crucified in the public because of bad character or character flaws. because he let it get so the public is saying, okay, you might not be guilty of what you're being alleged of, right? But your decisions you made, right, are bad character. Right? It's out of bad character flaws. And because folks, because he presented a different image of himself. So folks is like, yeah, we can't rock with you because of the image you portrayed and you're doing this. Like you're not Cameron, you're Shannon Sharpe. So as a result, we gotta pull these sponsors and contracts and deals. That's what's going on with him. Okay. That's why sometimes maybe it ain't always good to play the serious role. Okay, so let's go on. So York says, what's the 50 million lawsuit for if she's legally of age? Yeah, what she the 50 million lawsuit, it's ridiculous. That's and guess what? It's so ridiculous that the lawyer probably did that to get the headlines. Because that's ridiculous. 50 million. Because it's gonna make everybody jaw drop. So that large number is gonna have everybody like, what? For what? So it did what it did, but that's a ridiculous number to ask for. Not even married. Somebody said not even married to him, and you want half his money. That's crazy. So it said, Ron, when you get a chance, watch this video about Sharp. It's from Dana. It has info about the consensual stuff. Okay. Look, there's no doubt. Wait. It better not be Judge O'Brien. If that's from Judge O'Brien, I'm not watching. I don't watch anything from Judge O'Brien.
Let's move on
No.
to
No. I'm sorry. I can't MC Fact. I can't. I don't watch anything. I'm sorry. I don't watch anything from Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown. Nothing from Judge Joe Brown. Nah, he to me, he is not credible. He's not credible. He says the most dumbest things. He says things out of controversy. He's trying to be relevant. And he's like almost always wrong. I'm good. I will pass on Judge Joe Brown. No. He has no credibility in my mind. I don't respect Judge Joe Brown expertise. I think he went straight wacko. Once he got fired and he went to conspiracy theories and I'm good, bro. And he just nah. Give me any other link but a Judge Joe Brown link. I don't want no Robert Jr. What's the dude name? Robert F. Jr. I don't want nothing from him. Like it's just Rizza Islam. It's just certain quacks I just rather not hear from. Rizza Islam, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Judge Joe Brown, Young Pharaoh, Billy Carson, Lord Jamar. Who else out there? Terrence Howard. Please, none of these guys. Who else? Terrence Howard. There's another quack I'm missing. Terrence Howard, Lord Jamar, Billy Carson, and there's one more quack. Damn. But those folks, I'm passing. Nah. The fact that she even lined herself up with Judge O'Brien, I'm passing. Hey, look, let me play it. I'll play it. Let me play it. How long is it? Okay, 46.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine?
How long is
You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something?
Nope. Okay.
Let's move
No,
on.
it's too long. No, you gotta clip it. Yeah, I can't play a 27-minute video. She's gonna flag the hell out of me. You have to clip it. So you see the little 3 button, click that. She ain't got a clip feature? All right, well, you gotta tell me exactly where to go then. You got timestamp it. I can't play her whole video. So let me show you an example what a clip is. Okay, so this is a clip. Right here. So when folks don't have the clip feature, like I really be like questioning them. Like, what do you, cause listen, to me, I always said this, so this ain't just for Dana. I said when people take that clip feature off their channel, they got something to hide. Because normally they don't want to be, they don't want it because it comes off as they say a lot of crazy stuff, and they don't want somebody to clip it and use it against them. I'm telling you, it's really rare to see a channel without the clip feature. It's really rare. I've seen it a few times with folks, and everybody who didn't have a clip feature, all of their characters were shady. All of them are known to say weird stuff, and they didn't want it to be used back in their face. So the fact that the clip feature not there bothers me. Okay, so now I want to get this guy right here. Okay, so look at this quack. Both of them dumb. I heard he's a scammer, just like Vivek, pump and dump guy. But look at this nut right here. So let me brief you. So they're going to use Chat GPT to fact check this nut right here. And look how, and because he thought he was right. So he's like, yeah, okay, let's use Chat GPT because he thinks he's right. So he thought Chat GPT would like side with him. Listen what happened.
Evaluating the document, necessity of finding a universe, way beyond. Here's a breakdown. Critical issue, scientific inconsistencies, core mathematical flaw, 1 times 1 equals 2. This claim contradicts fundamental arithmetic and is not accepted in any legitimate mathematical system. Redefining this without rigorously peer-reviewed mathematical framework makes the rest of the paper logic untenable. 2, unverified concept. Terms like Howard comma, tetrahedron shapes, Lynchman geometry are not recognized in mainstream mathematical or physics. These concepts do not appear in peer-reviewed journals. Misapplication of physical laws. The paper refers to wave mechanics, conservation of energy, and quantum equations, but applies them in non-standard or speculative ways. Last but not least, citation issues. The reference include real scientists, Einstein, Planck, alongside fictional or pseudoscientific collaborators, Howard Seeley, Yee et al. Yeah, et al. There's no known peer-reviewed body of work by these authors. Evaluating the document, necessity of finding a universe, way beyond. All
right, so basically, like, and like that was just half of it. Let me go back here so you watch the full thing. I might get flagged for this.
These authors, verdict not scientifically valid.
Bro made up his reference list and thought no one would notice. I've honestly heard more credible.
So he made up his reference list. Chat GPT exposed the hell out of him. Okay, so I don't even know why quacks even quack anymore. I don't know how quacks get following anymore. How do quacks get a following with Chat GPT around here lurking? So he made up a reference list, and Chat GPT quickly debunked all of his points, every last one of them, and gave a verdict. It says not science. What did he say? It gave a verdict and said this: verdict not scientifically valid. While creative and imaginative, this paper does not hold up to scientific scrutiny. It redefines mathematical principles without formal justification, uses unrecognized terminology, relies on speculative frameworks not validated by experimental data or peer-reviewed publication. This is why nobody wants to read this paper. So he'll take that as they don't want to read it because they're afraid of the truth. Okay? But as long as they can scare you into this Mason, Illuminati people, you're going to always fall victim to clowns like him. Yeah, just find a timestamp and I'll play it, like around about, like what I just did right there with the Terrence Howard thing. The clip I played was only a minute of it, but it was a little longer. So, but at least I know where it's at, and I just keep going. All right, we talked what the decency is. Now they're preaching to us, but yeah, exactly, Ricardo. All right, so I'm gonna end this live soon, because I want to get on Math Hopper a bit. I want to get on Math Hopper a bit. And I gotta eat. Yeah, so man, oh man, what was I gonna do? So Umar is coming. Umar is beating his chest right now. Well, him and Monique and Umar are both beating their chest because Umar said no snow bunnies, and Monique said leave the young ones alone. Okay, so Umar said no snow bunnies. Monique said leave the young ones alone, and he got caught with both of the warnings together. A young snow bunny. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. So he got taken down by a young snow bunny that has no soul in her at all. Like that's an evil woman. Yes. Good, good. That is an evil woman, man. And I say she's evil because she was offered $10 million. He said, no, I'd rather just embarrass this man. Okay, but okay, go back on that, put it back on. Yeah, she'd rather just embarrass this man. She said, I will take the risk of getting no money just to slander this guy and damage his name and reputation. Which she did. Yeah, it's going like these jokes are never gonna go away. Like and also these serious talking points will always surround him. Like there's so many things he will be no longer nominated for because of this. This can go away tomorrow. Well, not really, but if when it does go away, he will still be remembered for this like reckless behavior. Dude, you too old to be in some sex scandal. And that's why he's not, and that's why Umar got some, Umar ain't all the way crazy. Because only a snow bunny would do something like that. I would tell you this, in school, in the work field, doctors, you have good experiences with white folks. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I had more negative than positive. So Umar ain't gotta tell me. And I already know. Like this ain't gonna work. They will play victim quick. They will play victim quick on you, bro. Because they deep down inside, they don't respect you because of the propaganda, propaganda machine alone. They just can't. Good job. Because they don't see you as their equal. They see you as an inferior. They dig. So just off that, I can never, that's just me personally. Like they don't see me as their equals. I can never be in an equal proposition with them. You dig? I can never be in an equal proposition. So Umar ain't to tell you. Umar ain't got to tell me. It's funny. I can't even be legitimate. So forget about intimate. I can't even be legitimate friends with them. I can have casual relationships, cordial relationships. I'm talking about business or friendship. But even with friendships, I just can't be truly a friend to them, and I don't think they can truly be a friend of mine. Okay, I just don't believe it. We got two separate agendas and they collide. Our agendas collide. Okay, their agenda, they feel like mine is blocking them, and my agenda, I feel like theirs is blocking mine. Mine. They are not advocates for reparations. So just off that, how can I ever have a intimate, serious relationship with one? And how can I have a legitimate friendship when they are against our core stance? They like hell no. But just off that, I can never ever be a true friend. I could be cordial, I could be, things like that, casual, but I can never be a true friend because they are not a true friend of mine. They don't support reparations. I'm good. And I'm saying as a collective. I'm sure there's a few here, few there that's all for it, but that's not enough. It's not enough. I know. We need a whole city, a whole state. And then I could say, hey, man, all right, there might be a chance at true alliance. We could have them as allies, but just because, see, now we go too crazy the other way. Okay, dude, just because I'm saying what I'm saying, it doesn't mean they can't be allies. China hates United States. United States hate China, but they're allies. Okay, so just because somebody's your ally doesn't mean you gotta love them or, you know, be mushy. It's a symbiotic relationship. So it could be allies, cool. You can have a cordial relationship. There's no problem if they're your boss. No problem if they're your coworker. There's no problem if they're underneath you. You don't have to trip. But the fact that they are anti reparations, I'll pass. But the same goes for tethers because tethers are anti reparations as well. So like it's like same energy. Same energy both ways. Start now says I meet them where they are individually. 12 out of 12,000. Yeah. Yeah, it's some cool ones. It's some cool ones because I'm at the gym. I bowl with them. I bowl with I bowl. I'm a good bowler. I don't bowl anymore, but when I did, you know, um, a whole white team had recruited me. I got recruited to a whole white team, but they're like fourth partner. I'm the only black guy. At that time I had long braids, all type of shit. They still recruited me. They're like, nah, we need him to help us do good. And like they were very good. I was not even the best bowler. I had to probably be, I think it's like 4 or 5 of us. I was like, if it was 5 of us, I was like tied with the fourth best. So I know there was two for a fact above me who were clearly better than me. And then so so John might have been better than me too. Like, but he was the closest one. Yeah, so I think John was better than me. Not by a lot, but he was. And then it was me. I was like, damn, it's second to last for our skills. So you got a better, these white guys way better than me. They still recruited for me. But yeah, I had a cool, cordial relationship with them on, as friends. But I know if reparations come up, they're gonna say, hell no. No matter how cool they seem, they said, no, no, no. We're cool as long as we're not equal. Okay, that's what happened with the free blacks. They said, nah, y'all could be for the abolitionists, like, y'all could be free just as long as we're not equal. Just as long as you're not seeking citizenship, we can be cool. You dig? You guys can be free. You can be free blacks. Yeah, like, pay attention. Okay, you guys can be free blacks. And you guys can buy stuff and do stuff, all this. You could free other folks. But as long as you guys are not seeking citizenship, we're cool. And matter of fact, we're gonna start shipping y'all out the damn country because we don't even want you to get sick about that. But they wanted a separate but in unequal state. Okay, so they're cool with you as long as you're not their equal. Once you become the equal, gotta go. And you could look at Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless as a prime example. As long as the show was Skip Bayless, I might have said it wrong, but you could look at Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe as a prime example. As long as the show was all about Skip Bayless, he was cool with Shannon being there. But once Shannon started gaining a lot of, he started becoming the sole reason for the views. You see, Skip ain't one of them. Skip was like, all right, it's time for you to go. Or you got to bow down. Like, you could stay, you could keep your influence and keep the numbers here, but I need the viewers to believe it's all about me still. Like I can make you bow down. Yeah, they want us to group up. So I got this live out the way. I meant to do this yesterday. I have time. I got a little more time today. I think they will. Oh, no, bro. They will never, ever, ever get over the Civil War. And you just reminded me to do one about the Revolutionary War. I need to check our history. I need to check our history about the Civil War. Thank you for reminding. Yeah. The Civil War, they'll never forgive us, bro. We actually deleted their ancestors. You got to think about that, bro. Like these guys seen us as less than, and their ancestors left the earth untimely because of us, our hands. They will never, never, never forgive for that. No, white folks don't forgive. They don't have that problem, especially the right wing extremists. That's why, like, they can align with the new blacks. They don't have that history, but they're not aligning with us because we come from that bloodline, that lineage. Who will delete them first chance we get? That's why you don't trust us today. Um, hmm. All right, so uh, these are the descendants, right? We are dealing with, and look, they feel the same about us. They look at us like, yo, these are the descendants of those Black Americans who fought against us during the Civil War with the Union. Carter Flott says if they can come and take or destroy whatever we created and built with no repercussions, that's not freedom. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so let me end this live, and I'll be back with another one. Peace, 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 my family. I don't discuss reparations with any foreigners because their jealousy of us. Yeah, I don't even, Ricardo, I'm the same way. I don't even bring it up. I did it with one white guy, like about probably 10 years ago. It was my uncle's like friend, right? And he was trying to prove he wasn't racist. So I brought up reparations before reparations. This is back when Raymond Winbush. There was no ADOS and no FBA. This was like Ray Winbush. I think he was with Cobra. So the video I played on my channel about him discussing reparations with those white hostile callers. So I played the Ray Winbush reparations thing for him. And bro, but again, this is a white guy who's my uncle's friend who was trying to prove he's not racist. Like, he loves black folks and he wants to see us do good. I played that thing, bro. All he had was just like rebuttals and of course this was no FBA, no ADOS, so I didn't really know what I know now. But I did have Raymond Winbush. I said, all right, well look, this is how he answered it. But he